say in order to remember something, you have to forget something else. Okay, now that is a very cute haircut. That's like a little shag. I've never seen it before. Well, I mean, of course I have. It's the Rachel. Oh, is that your name? No, I mean, your name. No, I'm Chad. My name's Chad. Right, but I just mean like this is your haircut, but that's hair on your head. I'm not saying this is your hair. Okay, forget it.
Turn it on, leave it on. Home of America's team is 105.3 The Fan.
Colo, baby.
KRLD-FM and HD1, Dallas-Fort Worth.
An Odyssey sports station.
Driven by our D&M Leasing Studios. Thanks for turning it on, leaving it on. 105.3 The Fan.
Welcome in, DFW. Glad to have each and every one of you on board for this final day in November. I was going to say the final Sunday, but this is the last Sunday in November, and then we have the sprint to the end of the year. It's been a blink and you miss it type of year in 2025. What a year it's been, both in just regular life and, of course, in sports. That gentleman to my right is none other than the three-time Hall of Famer himself, Mr. Chris Arnold.
Got you down, and you mentioned today's the last day of November.
Yes.
Well, if you hadn't got out the bed or stepped out the house, Tolos, it feels like December is here. Ooh. It is 36 degrees everywhere in North Texas, and actually going to get back up to 60 on Wednesday. But, hey, welcome to December and winter. It didn't even seem like we had any kind of fall.
It is cold for real, for real. I keep my heater on in spurts at the apartment, and I didn't have it on last night. Woke up this morning, got out from under the cover, was like, oh, it's a little brisk, little irish here. Yeah. And then saw that it was 55 degrees in my apartment, which made all the sense in the world. Probably also why I slept so well, too, though, on top of that. But welcome in. It is, this is not the Specs Tailgate Show today, is it?
No.
No, it's not. It's not. That'll be Thursday. But we know Cowboys game today. Usually, Chris and I are previewing a Cowboys game either for Sunday or getting y'all ready for the Monday night game because, of course, the Cowboys have had kind of a just all over the place schedule before the bye week. Then you had the bye and everything else, a little kind of a Monday night football sandwich, if you will. And then, of course, we all know about the Thursday night game where your Dallas Cowboys were triumphant against my Kansas City Chiefs. And
have you reconciled your emotions?
You know what? I have. We were sitting there in the we sat there, me, you, and Blake, and
Broadus and
Chiafalo.
Yeah, we're all there, lined up.
Now, I was going to ask you, and because I talked to Broadus about this on Thursday. I had never seen where the front office, the entire front office
was behind
of an NFL of your opponent was sitting behind you in the press box.
Yeah,
and
it happens sometimes.
I'd seen I've seen scouts. It is a big press box, absolutely. But I guess and Blake and I talked a little bit about this. I think it was Friday or yesterday. Mm-hmm. I was kind of surprised not as many media there this year as there were the year before when you had the Giants in town, which, the Giants aren't like they were any good. And you got the Kansas City Chiefs, and you knew it was going to be a huge game on Thursday just from eyeballs on TV type of deal or streaming or whatever it was. Plus you had Post Malone, that halftime show. Got to give you props. You 100% correct. They were not playing White Iverson, which hurt my soul, but hey,
it's time and place.
It's time and place.
It wasn't going to happen there. But let me say this about the press box, as you talk about that game, and we're going to touch on that and a bunch of other stuff too. But back to that Cowboys big win over the Chiefs. The reason there weren't a lot of media there, twofold. New York media travel. They love to go.
Yeah.
All right? Kansas City media, they didn't travel as much because they probably spent Thanksgiving with their families. But then there was also a lot of local media who would normally cover the Cowboys on Thanksgiving that didn't because guess what? Well, the Cowboys aren't going nowhere this year. I'm going to spend Thanksgiving with my family. Seriously. There were people who did that.
That makes sense, man.
Now, the hardcore beat writers, the guys that do the day-to-day, they were all there.
The Clarences, the Calvins, the, Nick Harrises, Joe Hoyts. No, they were. Everybody was in there. 105 through the fan. We were there. We were representing.
So just trust me, there's a lot of regional media that cover the Cowboys, over North Texas and different parts of the small.
Right.
They weren't there because it's like, you know what, this year, this is before the bye. I'll go ahead and commit to some stuff with the family. In fact, me personally, I did both, and I always do both. Since I've been married, my mother-in-law. I mentioned this before. My mother-in-law lives in L.A., Lower Arlington, south of 20 is L.A. And her house is closer to the stadium.
Okay,
we live in Waxahachie. But for some reason, my mother-in-law said, I don't want y'all in the house. Everybody's coming in. We're going to do it at your house.
Oh, Lord.
So I had to literally, when you saw me, I walked in just in time for kickoff. I got lucky as hell. Left my house at 2:45. Kickoff is at 2:30. There's no way in hell.
3:30.
Yeah, 3:30. Yeah. There's no way in hell you can really do that.
You made that in 45 minutes?
Dude. There was nobody around the stadium. They were all parked. They were all inside.
People did get in pretty quick.
The longest wait I had was in that elevator just to go up to the press box.
Yeah.
And I walked into the press box just in time for kickoff. And again, I was lucky because normally it don't work like that. Let me give another clue to the scene at that stadium because it was half Kansas City, half Cowboy fans.
Boy, you ain't lying.
So this is the deal for those who don't know why there were so many Kansas City Chiefs fans there. And I've learned this over the years at that stadium. Jerry charges so much for season tickets. Season ticket holders, to offset the price, they pick a game. Mm-hmm. They say, you know what? And it's usually a team that doesn't come to the stadium very often. Okay, it might be the Packers. It might be the Steelers. They'll talk to those fans, and they will overpay for the tickets, which helps pay for the season ticket package.
Yeah.
So they make a deal. You're like, you know what? I'm not going to go to the Kansas City game. Oh, it's Thanksgiving. Well, that just solved it for me. Oh, they suck this year. Oh, I'm talking about the Cowboys going into the
the Chiefs suck this year, depending on who you talk to.
But the Chiefs fans already bought the tickets.
Hey.
And how many times? That was the first time Patrick Mahomes had ever played in that stadium. He sat on the sidelines his rookie year. And again, he grew up being a Cowboys fan. And by the way, lives in Dallas in the offseason for Kansas City fans who don't know.
Yeah, no, he... And, of course, as DeMarvin Overshone pointed out in the postgame, he's now 1-0 from a, Tyler Tyler
East Texas rivalry.
Him and he said, I got one on on Mr. Pat Mahomes. And so, no, it was...
His brother played against Patrick, and then Patrick visited him in junior high.
Okay.
And he told a story last Tuesday. He said, I can't wait to play him, and when I hit him, I'm going to say, I've been waiting to do this for all these years.
Yeah, no, he did. And he did say that. And he said Pat even smiled about it, kind of got a wry smile.
Yep,
and
that's what they were grinning about. Yep.
Well, and of course, he may have smiled during the game, but it was, plenty of smiles in the Cowboys locker room post-game. Not a lot of smiles in the Chiefs locker room post-game, as, of course, Cowboys Twitter is ablaze right now. And, of course, obviously things have calmed down a little bit in the last couple of days because, now you've got, practice today. You get back into the mix, like I said, get back in the mix today. And then, of course, you travel out to Detroit, I'm guessing probably Wednesday, Thursday. That'll go down.
Afternoon.
Thursday night, you've got
I'll
the
be in
game.
the locker room on Tuesday, although there's availability on tomorrow as well.
Okay. Do you know who your player profile is going to be on yet? TBD?
I don't want to jinx it, but he's been the difference maker since the trade.
Let's just say that. I think we all know who. Fingers crossed. I'd love to hear that because, again, as we all know, that gentleman has been an absolute revelation for this Dallas Cowboy defense and really, I think, for the entire team, if we're being honest about it.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, we're going to talk about some playoff scenarios coming up a little bit later in the show.
Yes.
Because that's what you look at these games today for. You say, okay, so who do we need to lose? Who do we need to win?
Look at the NFC. Let's look no further, CA.
We're on the same page.
Then the division.
We're on the same page.
Then the division,
Thank you,
man.
Philadelphia Eagles, for free falling.
No, look, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the thing of it is that they've done this before.
Yes.
Right? We're 2 years removed from them collapsing. Mm-hmm. And again, who would have thought, CA, a month ago when you and I were talking about this football team losing to Arizona, and it looked like, it was looking grim for this football team. Now you are a game and a half out.
That's right. Philadelphia has lost 4. Cowboy fans, you've only lost 5. All Philadelphia has to do is lose 2 more games.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys win out. I'm not saying that that's going to happen. This is the scenario for the math for you to win the division. Philadelphia has to lose 2 games. Those 2 games could easily be the Chargers and maybe Minnesota. Don't get me wrong; they got easy games against Washington.
Right, here's what you got coming up if you're the Philadelphia Eagles. All right, so we got 5 games left. Yep. Correct.
Lose 2 of them.
You got the Chargers at LA. All right, that's a week from tomorrow.
With a free falling Eagles team, mind you. Again, we're not saying who's the better talent. We're talking about a team mentally.
No, because let's call it what it is. While your defense is solid, you did just get gashed for almost 300 yards the other day on Friday. Okay, so
and they're finger pointing,
and they're finger pointing in a big way, right?
They were kind of digit pointing.
Well, it was just AJ Brown, right? It was just AJ Brown.
It was just him, and now it's spread.
And now, and because, and this is where Sirianni, who, again, on one hand, you can say, look, he wins a lot and he's gotten to 2 Super Bowls, but at the same time, he hasn't quelled the
infighting.
The infighting.
Nope.
And so, basically, and if you've let A.J. Brown pretty much go unencumbered and say whatever he wants for the entire, and it's been the whole season, and it was really kind of a, layover from last year, well, other guys got to see that and think, well, if y'all ain't gonna do anything to him, why, let me let my voice be heard because there's some things I'm mad about, and so that's one thing that you have to give Shoddy immense credit for.
The culture.
And I look, you're in that locker room. I'm in that locker room. Blake's in that locker room. I asked Dak a few weeks ago, I said, you as a leader, how do you keep the offense and the defense from, finger pointing, everybody staying on the same page, making sure
the defense was number 32.
The defense was awful, okay?
Worse than the league.
And he talked about being a leader and, making sure, he goes, look, I'm not in those meetings, but, I got to kind of keep my
works the room.
Ear to the new, what is it?
Ear to the ground.
Ear to the ground. And it all made sense, right? And of course, you're thinking to yourself, well, is it just player speak, whatever? But guess what? Nothing ever came out of it.
That's right. Nobody's pointing fingers at the defense.
Nobody's pointing fingers.
And now they're all unified because the defense is so inspired. This team is on a roll. They're on a mission. They're focused, unlike a Philadelphia team who's in free fall. With that being said, there's other couple of things Cowboy fans to look for if you say, okay, do we have a chance to win this division? Historically, nobody has won the division 2 years in a row since 2004. It was the Eagles with Donovan McNabb. That's how long it's been. Mind you, the other thing you look at is once upon a time there was a streak where the team that went to the Super Bowl and lost it, they didn't even make the playoffs the next year. That was a real streak for years and years and years. So it's very realistic that the Eagles continue to free fall. All they have to lose is 2 more games. It's not like they have to lose out.
Now, the schedule is interesting for the Philadelphia Eagles. Like I said, you got the Chargers, and you need to lose that.
Yes.
All right, because that would. So you got the Chargers at LA. That's going to be, again, that's a Monday night game, and it looks like there's going to be a doubleheader that particular night. Then that Sunday, you play the Raiders. Okay,
They're not going to lose.
They're not losing. I don't care how much.
That's their get right game.
Let me tell you something right now. If they lose to the Raiders.
They really
cancel Christmas. That team's done. That team's
feel like
done.
the city is already mad at them.
Oh,
they're really man. They're gonna go after all of them.
Look, Paul George might be. You might get a key to the city if they lose to the Raiders. Then you've got the Commanders, Bills, and Commanders.
Bills. See, there you go. Chargers and Bills.
And that's what you're hoping for, right?
The Bills are gonna be desperate.
Bills are going to be desperate, and both the Chargers and the Bills game are on the road. Mm-hmm. Okay, so which is going to be vital for you. Now, we say all that to say this, while everybody's feeling the good vibes of the Dallas Cowboys, and rightfully so, the last thing you as a Dallas Cowboy fan, and this is where Cowboy fans, and look, you know this, you were on there Friday morning for the majority of folks that chimed in on Friday. Saturday, yesterday, it was more of a college football type of day yesterday, so not as much Cowboy conversation per se. But Friday, you had about 85% good vibes, and then you still got those 15% stragglers, right? Where I've been there, done this, I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid, this is how Jerry gets you, da-da-da-da-da-da. I get it, okay? That said, where the Boo Birds get love is when, so the Cowboys beat the Eagles. The Cowboys beat the Chiefs. Don't let them beat the Lions on Thursday.
For real.
Now you've gone 3-0 on a stretch that absolutely nobody outside of Jerry thought they were going to go 3-0 in.
And that would have been 4 straight victories. You throw in the Raiders.
You throw in the Raiders, right? And then you go on this run, and all of a sudden, boom, you lose to the Vikings or somebody like that. Okay, like that's
when they go aha, the Boo Birds.
That's where the Boo Birds go. See, I told you so. Mm-hmm. And so that's where, as a Cowboy, like, look, again, we're getting excited right now. Yes, do I think the possibility of you running the, closing things out, running the table is very much viable? I absolutely do. The way this team won on Thursday, the way this team won on Sunday, and the vibe in the locker room, okay? Like, these guys they expect to win.
They expect to win, and they're on a mission. And remember, we haven't even said this part. They have dedicated this season to Marshawn Needham.
Yes, they have.
They are honoring him with the way they play. That's part of this brotherhood, the culture, playing for each other, which Shadi already implemented before that situation happened. So with all those things going, it's not about what their record is right now. It's what it is. I'm talking about what the record has been all season.
Right.
It's where it is right now. And barring injury, some kind of big injury to somebody, I think they're very capable. But I will say this, some of those Boo Birds aren't necessarily Boo Birds, the trolls,
Yeah.
But there are some of them who are literally hardcore Cowboy fans who can't trust their heart.
That's it too. And I'm not mad.
I'm too scared. I just can't do it.
And I'm not mad at that Cowboy fan.
Trevor's in. That's me.
I forgot. Shame on me for waiting 17 minutes into this segment before we introduce, In the Glass, the one, the only.
It's fine. Y'all were going.
Trevor, the creator. By the way, the Stars win last night.
The Stars did win last night. It was a great game too.
They're now 17-5.
What's the score? What was the score last night?
4-3.
Who they beat?
They beat the Kraken.
The
they
Seattle.
beat the Kraken. Yeah.
So I'm telling you right now. Would you argue, real quick, just a quick side note, that this Stars team is better than last year's?
There's a lot of people that have been saying that, and man, I'm almost in agreement. Almost in agreement.
Okay, so let me say why I think they're better on paper. You got Moose. Miko, he's got a full season of him.
Balling.
The tricky part about it is people conveniently forget from the outside, not hardcore Stars fans. Hardcore fans, they know this. The Stars have been to 3 straight finals.
Yeah.
Western Conference Finals.
Western Conference Finals. Thank you. Western Conference Finals. So the talent is there. That's why they fired the coach. And ironically, the coach was undefeated in Game 7s.
Yeah.
So it was like, wait a minute. But he had lost the room. You see what I'm saying? When you lose the room,
throwing Ottinger under the bus after the last.
Exactly.
That was
it. That was the key moment where he lost all of them.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
It was like different ones muttering, but then he lost the whole room with that little stuff.
And maybe he wasn't wrong, and maybe there was a better way to convey that message. Yeah,
Yep.
no, you can't be on. And he's since come out and basically done a mea culpa and been like, yeah, I was wrong for saying that, but
too late.
You know, it's easy to say that when you're in the unemployment line. Although I'm sure, because he had a year or two left on his contract when they gave him the boot.
Left.
I mean, it's not like my man's in the.
He'll find a job somewhere whenever somebody needs a coach. Yeah.
So let me say this back to the Cowboy fans who are the Boo Birds, the ones who've given up on them and don't really even care. I understand. And again, the ones who just hate them anyway.
Yeah.
I understand that too. Some Boo Birds pretend to be Cowboy fans, but they're just Boo Birds.
Right.
Cowboys are a lightning rod team. There's a chunk who, when the team is rolling and ready to go to the playoffs, easy getting back on that bandwagon. We do not need you to tump it over.
And see, that's the other thing, too. And we already know how this thing comes in phases. You know, if this Cowboy team does continue on this run that they're on right now, I think they are. I am not on the, you got different camps. Well, hey, they're going to play well, and they're going to be a game short of the playoffs. I think this team's making the playoffs. I said this on Friday. I think this team is going to make
Detroit,
the playoffs.
Because then they
beat Detroit.
They're ahead of Detroit in the wild card race. See, so we just mentioned Philadelphia in the division. They control the wild card if they beat Detroit.
Yeah, and I want to say they're like, a game and a half behind San Francisco as well. Currently is, again, you beat Detroit on Thursday, and all hell's going to break loose.
Exactly.
I firmly believe that, and I mean that in a good way. Okay, let's lay out the show real quick. We are up against it because you know what? It's been a crazy sports weekend. It's been a good Thanksgiving weekend, too. We want to hear from you as well. Okay, it's a short show. We're up until 11:30, and then we hand it off to the Infinity folks.
What's the game?
That's a great question.
What's the game we're playing?
That. I'll tell you what.
Trevor's looking over for it. We'll let you know in a little bit. But guess
when we come back, we got two games. We got two games going on today. Like I said, Chris will let you guys know when we come back what two games are going to be on the broadcast here on 105 The Fan as well. Okay, we talked a little bit about the playoffs. We'll get some more NFL stuff in the second hour. We've got the early slate, afternoon slate, and then again, whatever else is going on in the rest of the NFL. Maybe some inactive, active stuff for all you fantasy nerds out there, myself included. High school playoffs. How's the DFW representing? We'll talk about that at 9:40. Plus, we want to hear from you as well. 877-881-1053. 877-881-1053. That is the Franklin Frankel Injury Attorney text line. So, however you're feeling on this Sunday morning, maybe you just got out of church, maybe you need some soul food, maybe you just need to hear a little bit of CA to kind of get your day started. Well, guess what? We are here for you. We want to hear from you. But when we come back, let's talk a little college football. What a day it was yesterday in the world of college football. But one man is holding the entire college world hostage with his decision. CA and I are pretty confident that we already know what his decision is, but would he just hurry up and get on with it? Because we already know that if he was going to go one way,
we talking about?
Probably would have already said it by now. That's the three-time Hall of Famer Chris Arnold. That is Trevor the Creator. I'm Fred Davis. Don't go anywhere. This is 105.3 The Fan.
The more time you give, the more our crush grows. Together we continue to build something special. Keep turning it on and leaving it on 105.3 The Fan and the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
Hellsberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for Dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop our Black Friday event for up to 65% off in-store or at hellsberg.com.
Mark, I've heard you guys say don't get hurt twice. What does that mean?
Don't get hurt twice means you've already been in a car wreck. You've been hurt once. Don't make a decision where you're going to get hurt again. And that decision could be going at it on your own without a lawyer. It could be choosing the wrong lawyer. It could be going too long without getting health care. Give us a call. Don't get hurt twice. When you get a call from the insurance company, just tell them your lawyers are Frankel and Frankel. They've got my number.
That's 214 or 817-333-3333. Frankel and Frankel, attorneys you can trust. Principal office, Dallas, Texas.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Or are they promising you up to 10% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you have a plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Call Trajan today, 469-579-3500. That's 469-579-3500.
Annuities, non-advisory products. DBA Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
I'm a terrible gift giver. Always have been. Just not very good at it. But everybody loves to eat, and that's why I love Omaha Steaks. Whether you're sending an unforgettable gift or treating yourself to everyday perfection, Omaha Steaks delivers the world's best steak experience. And now during the Cyber Sale, you can get 50% off site-wide and an extra 20% off select favorites at omahasteaks.com. Don't miss the best deals of the season and an exclusive limited time offer. Plus, our listeners get an extra $35 off with promo code Corey at checkout. Omaha Steaks offers unrivaled quality and variety, and every bite is backed by their 100% guarantee. The Cyber Sale is the perfect time to shop for unforgettable gifts, exclusive limited time deals, and more. Save big on unforgettable gifts with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off statewide and an extra 20% off select favorites during their Cyber Sale. And for an extra $35 off, use promo code Corey at checkout. That's omahasteaks.com. Promo code Corey at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details.
Right now, you're listening to DFW's sports station, but you could be listening to DFW's nerd station. 100.3 Jack FM.
Science!
Playing what we want.
Too many tools, too much stress, and way too many bills.
Odoo replaces it all. One connected platform for every part of your business, so you can work faster, smarter, and for less. Odoo, the only software you'll ever need. Try it free today at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right.
Y'all gotta try that Febreze car.
Just right, just right, just right, yeah. La 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 la. With up to 40 days of consistency, all over Febreze car clips right on your vent. You know my car's my happy place. Keep that smile on my face. When it smells just right, just right, just right, yeah. Breathe happy Febreze. La 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 la.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-507-9701. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-507-9701. That's 800-507-9701. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
This segment on 105.3 The Fan is brought to you by the Frankels. If you've been injured in a car or truck wreck, call Frankel first. 214-817-333-3333. There's never an out-of-pocket with Frankel & Frankel, there's never an out-of-pocket cost, and they only get paid when you win. Frankel & Frankel, the go-to car truck wreck attorneys in Dallas.
So we've got the Super Bowl winning scout Brian Broaddus is in the house today.
He's wandering around. He never sleeps. He's a beast.
He is a freak show. And look, I'm not one to jump to conclusions. However, don't you find it a little interesting that on the day they're going to announce Kiffin to LSU, our boy Broadus is up here shredding documents. I'm just saying. Okay? Take it for what it is. Broadus shredding documents, and Kiffin gets hired at LSU, and the Brian Kelly stuff in the background. Just saying. I appreciate it, though. I would do the same thing for my Jayhawks, too, so I think we all know that. I'm ready to fire Lance Leipold, so if anybody's wondering. Big loss, tough loss yesterday for SMU.
Man.
Shout out to our boy Rhett Lashley over there.
Yeah.
They were up, 35-31 with 43 seconds to go.
Defense couldn't stop them.
Defense couldn't stop its way out of a wet paper sack yesterday, and as a result of that, dude, do you realize that Duke might get into the ACC championship and they're 7-5?
It's crazy. But here's the deal: for those who don't know, SMU, all they had to do was beat Cal.
That's all they had to do.
On the West Coast,
scrappy team, by the way.
They're a scrappy team, but they're not that good.
No.
But they are in the ACC, and therefore SMU.
Which is ridiculous enough as it is.
Well, it's coast to coast now. It's just the name.
How you gonna be in the ACC on the Pacific?
They got two teams over there. Stanford and Cal. It's kind of like UCLA and USC being in the Big Ten.
The Big Ten.
Just like that. So back to SMU. All they had to do was win that game, and they punched their ticket for the ACC championship game for the second year in a row.
Yeah.
That's all they had to do. They're in. And then they lost. And it was just a damn shame because SMU had a nice little season there.
No, they did.
It's the fourth loss.
And they'll go to a good bowl. I mean...
Yeah, but it's not...
No.
Not when all you have to do is beat a team that's not even as good as you. It's different if you had to upset somebody or if there's a team that's equal to you and it could be a coin flip. That was not a coin flip kind of game, so that's why it's a damn shame, but that's why college football is college football.
That is why college football is college football. Like I said, final score last night, 38-35.
Yeah, they also had a chance to tie it with a field goal, but field goal missed.
Let's see, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce this kid's name from
Don't try it.
Cal, Sepa Gulatele. 330 yards passing, 4 tutties for him. SMU was led by C. Johnson Jr., 10 carries, 128 yards on the day. Let's see, our guy... Kevin Jennings, solid day, 24-36, 200. Chris Johnson Jr. Is that Chris Johnson Jr.? Is that the son of the Chris Johnson from East Carolina / Tennessee fame?
I don't know.
We'll have to look that up.
There's a lot of sons out there.
There are.
Russell Maryland's son.
There sure are.
And guess what? Shout out to Emmitt Smith's son, EJ, who plays for A&M.
Got himself a tutty on Friday, but it was not enough to get the W there. A lot of Texas. I'll tell you what, we had a lot of Aggies in their fields yesterday.
Yeah, because Texas spoiled their undefeated season. They're definitely still going to be in the college football playoff. They're number 3 in the nation. That's their only loss. But Texas fans still do not. The math is mathing, but you have to have all kinds of teams lose.
I think they've got a puncher's chance.
You think so?
I do. I mean, for one, it's Texas, right?
Reputation.
Texas has become, and I say become. Texas is kind of like the Dodgers /
Well, it is. It's a legacy school.
It's a legacy school.
It's like Michigan, Ohio State, Alabama.
It absolutely is.
USC and Texas and Oklahoma. Yeah, there you go.
But for whatever reason, though, because UT has had bouts of success, right? And because I mean, look, you had those years where after Mac Brown left.
Or the Charlie Strong years?
It was just, I mean, look, whether it was him, the Tom Herman years.
Yeah, both of those years.
Okay, I mean, look, you were getting beat by KU.
Exactly.
All right, that tells you all you need to know right there. And it was just a weird time for Texas football. I mean, hell, they didn't put out a O lineman in the draft for 7-8 years or something crazy like that. So we talked to Corey Mose yesterday, and we asked him, hey, when are the Sark rumblings going to stop? He's convinced that, look, I don't think it's this year. It's going to be, you're going to have rumblings because that's what makes the news cycle go. And
always.
And it's Sark.
Fear of loss.
It's UT. People are going to talk about it. But he said, I don't think it's not this year. He said it's next year that you have to watch out for because, look, Arch Manning went to Texas to play for Sark. Sark can't leave.
No.
Because the one thing you don't want to do, and we all joked about this yesterday, you do not want to get on the wrong side of the Mannings.
Not that they're the mafia, but you don't want to get on the wrong side. You don't really want to get on the wrong side.
No, you don't.
Family.
No.
But at the same time, who's to say he doesn't get another one? Nobody saw Arch go in there until it happened. Sark is a quarterback guru. Who's to say that he doesn't get out of the portal? That's why I'm like, I ain't worried about Sark because Texas can pay him.
Well, Corey's saying, though, that don't be surprised that he would leave
NFL?
only because, NFL for sure. I mean, that's where he's going. That's where he would go. But that, there might be a little bit of a, not necessarily, it's not adversarial between the two sides, but let's just say, there might be some squabbling behind the scenes as far as, he's tired of UT brass being all up in his business.
Right.
UT brass is saying, well, why are we losing to Florida? We should be a shoo-in for the playoffs.
Where you're going with that makes a lot of sense because only Mac Brown was able to keep the factions all together.
And that's the issue.
And it's always been that way with Texas. They, behind the scenes, these boosters and these big money people.
They do too much.
They are all in the coach's business, and it's like only Mac Brown successfully navigated it. And the crazy part about it, Mac thought he was still good, and he was out recruiting when they fired him.
Yeah.
It was like, Mac, you have no idea. And he was like, they don't know what I do behind the scenes to keep everybody happy. And Mac wasn't even tired of coaching. That's why he went to North Carolina and kept on winning.
Well,
so, again, I'm just saying that's why Charlie Strong and what's his name?
Tom Herman.
Tom Herman did not work. You got Sark, and Sark could get tired of it. That would be the deal. It wouldn't be tired. It wouldn't be like Nick Saban being tired of saying, I'm not going to put up with the portal and all this mess and paying the players. Because he said, I'm an old dinosaur. I ain't putting up with that.
Mm-mm.
Sark ain't got to worry about that. What Sark would be tired of is the stuff behind the scenes where if you don't win the national championship every year, because this is the biggest payroll, biggest athletic department in the entire country, college sports, and we got the money, and we're Texas, and damn it, we got to win it all. In fact, not only win every single game, but by the margins. You got to win big.
Yeah.
Sark's like, I don't need this crap.
No, and he doesn't. And
nobody does.
It's
only Mac was able to put up with it.
Well, and think about it this way. And Mac didn't have to deal with NIL and the transfer portal back then, right?
No,
and so
he
now
just had those knuckleheads.
He just had the knuckleheads to worry about because you've got big time donors. And on one hand, you can kind of understand it. Like, look, all right, if you're gonna write a big fat check, I can understand where, you want to see where your money's going, or maybe you want to say so, but at the same time, too, though, it's kind of incumbent upon the AD to say, look, man, all right, look, we get it, you want to write these big checks, but, your involvement stops there, right? Like, you have to write these checks and trust
and
that
the only way
we
you
are
can
going
do that
to take care
is
of
to
it.
win a national championship dominantly. And then you can hold them off for a couple of years. Not all the years.
Buy time, exactly.
You just buys you some more time. Meanwhile, let's give a couple of shout-outs to some people who also won.
Absolutely.
OU, they punched their ticket basically to the college football playoff because they've only lost 2 games, and they came back on LSU up in Norman. I was up in Oklahoma yesterday afternoon and yesterday morning. Went to a family funeral.
Okay.
My mom's
Sorry about that.
I mean, no problem. It was a great get-together for everybody. It was a great
celebration of life, man. Absolutely.
For anybody who hadn't been up to Norman in a while, all that construction on 35 that's really bad.
It's damn near cleared up, man.
It's all cleared up.
Yeah,
it's a shocker.
You got a few, like at night, and I only know this because I made that drive for a month
you
straight.
Go to Kansas.
But, outside of that, I mean, no, it's pretty well. You're smooth sailing up there, man.
Denton. And by the way, there are people who are going to be going back home from whatever the family celebrations are from Thanksgiving.
Yeah, today's going to be a busy travel day.
Yeah, go ahead and just get ready for it all. TCU, they beat Cincinnati, beat them down. So TCU, they're not going to college football, but they had a nice win right there. Texas Tech may be the best damn football team in the state of Texas. They blew out West Virginia like they had. I mean, Texas Tech for
beat
real,
them like they owed them money.
And let me see, there's another team, North Texas, the Mean Damn Green.
Yeah.
All they have to do now is beat Tulane in the championship game. They will be going to the college football playoffs. So Mean Green, way to go. And you already know Coach Eric Morris is going up to Oklahoma State.
He's going to Okie State.
Nobody knows where the quarterback's going to go. He could take his talents with him. That's a hell of a quarterback. I don't know if you know his story. High school
from
kid.
Vandergrift was a punter there, safety.
Punter.
Yep.
He didn't ever play quarterback.
No.
I think one series as a back. And by the way,
he was a backup quarterback, played as a freshman, and then saw that there was guys in front of him that were a lot better than he was. So he said, you know what? But he was an all-district punter, though.
Right.
The kid can kick the hell out of the ball.
He's Danny White, for those who don't know the skill set of Danny White. Back to him. The reason he may go up to Oklahoma State, and Mean Green, there's really nothing you can do about it.
No,
Eric Morris gave him a shot. Last year, he was like third string or something, and everybody got hurt. And so in that bowl game or something.
It was the bowl game.
Yeah, he got a chance to. Bald. And Eric Morris said, "You're my guy." So guess what? It's almost like their package.
Oh, no. Look, that, and I've heard the running back, too, is another guy that they want to bring with them.
Don't get me wrong. North Texas is a great Cinderella story. I wish you'd go far, but you ain't got that crazy money like these other schools.
North Texas right now, and this is something, and you're seeing it in real life. You're seeing it in real time where, unfortunately, and it's been happening in college basketball.
Oh yeah,
right. And you hear it all the time where mid majors have now become basically the G League for big time Power 5 schools or Power 4, whatever the hell you want to call them now.
Yeah, the Group 6 is now the G League.
That's it, right? And so if you're Drew Mestemaker, and on one hand, if you're a UNT Mean Green, and look, shout out to Blake, to Dylon, to Chiafalo, Wolchuk, and everybody, Khaki Kev.
Here's the station.
I mean, hell, half the station is damn near Mean Green. Of course, half y'all don't wear anything.
The rest of them are UTAs.
Seriously, I'm still waiting for y'all to actually wear a Mean Green shirt. Although I will say Eric Chiafalo does have a Mean Green Yeti.
Yes, he does.
That he does. But I told him, I said, I'm not looking at another man's Yeti, so take that for what it's worth. But unfortunately, this is the way college football is right now, or college sports in general, okay? Mm-hmm. You ball out, and now North Texas, I mean, it's one of them deals where, all right, hey, look, you struck lightning in a bottle, all right? Eric Morris, who is a, and we had people text in yesterday, the show, or Friday, whatever it was, and this made a lot of sense. Did Eric Morris, should he have waited another year? And maybe gotten a bigger job or waited around. I'm surprised he didn't get looked at the Florida job.
Put it like this. I think he looked at Oklahoma State like Deion looked at Colorado.
Yeah.
They will be happy with 5 wins the first year.
Well, I don't necessarily disagree. And
in other words, it's an easier mountain to climb.
It's an easier mountain to climb, and let's call it what it is, because he's a Texas guy, all right, and you're in Stillwater, all right? I mean, your home base is still going to be Texas.
Oh, yeah, your recruiting grounds, yeah.
So, I mean, look, and I, anybody that you had that you were looking at for North Texas that you think can play at that level, okay, well, hey, I'm over to Okie State. My only thing about Mestemaker is this. While it seems obvious that would be his next destination, Stillwater. Look, somebody's going to throw some funny money at him. You already know that. I mean, the SEC's going to come. I mean,
it could be anybody. It could be UT if for some reason Manny left.
Well, I think Miami is going to throw they'll throw a bunch of money at him.
Who showed a quarterback.
And I'll tell you who else could throw some money at him. I was reading an article the other day about it. Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Because look, they got that long cheddar, and I don't know what Oklahoma's now that T. Boone Pickens has passed when he was basically an ATM for that program a few years ago. Yeah. I just wonder. I don't know what their NIL or what their. I mean, hell, you had Gundy with the QR code on the side of their helmet to try to get people to donate money to it. So I don't know what the financial structure is of Oklahoma State. Either way, congratulations to Eric Morris. Look, let's get this win for UNT.
Yeah,
let's celebrate it while we can. Let's get Mestemaker.
Lightning in the bottle. Let's take this thing.
Let's have some fun with it. And, if none of these UNT folks here are going to wear a Mean Green shirt, am I going to have to do it? Am I going to have to do it?
You might have to.
Trevor, are you going to have to do it?
No, I'm not going to wear it, but there's a flag right there if that makes you feel any better. I mean, who gives a crap?
Yeah.
Mean Green flag right behind me.
That's true. That's true. And I'm still rocking my KU.
And there's a school T-shirt right there behind you, too.
Right.
Why aren't they wearing the T-shirt, though? Why is it on the wall?
I want to know why we have a TCU flag in this
Because we represent Tarrant County as well. My son runs track over there.
Well, I
didn't put that up there. I don't
think anybody went there, though.
His CA's son does.
Well, I know, but I'm saying, at the station.
That was my point. I don't think anybody hears it. But you know what? Like I said, we forgot CA's son is a TCU, and hell, my cousin goes to TCU, so that's close enough right there. Boom. Okay, coming up next. That's college football. Let's get into some high school football playoffs. We are into the regional finals next week, week 4 of the Texas high school football playoffs. These things are rocking and rolling and moving right along. Let's let you know how the DFW schools are doing and kind of what the matchups are looking like for week 4. Lots more to get to. Plus, we got to get to some of y'all's text messages. We have not read those, but we just been bowed up. What do you want from us? Trevor, Chris, Fred, 105 through the Fan.
Hello, seniors 65 and older. Want more personalized health care? Then check out Centerwell Senior Primary Care in DeSoto in the Walmart on West Beltline Road in I-35 East. At Centerwell, your senior-focused doctor spends more one-on-one time with you. You really feel heard, not hurried. Also, current patients enjoy same-day appointments and 24/7 phone access to the care team. Schedule a tour at Centerwell DeSoto at meetcenterwelldallas.com.
Ojos Locos Sports Cantina just turned up the heat with brand new Daily Especiales. Every single day of the week, enjoy $10 food deals and bold drink specials that keep the week moving. Kick off Monday with a smash burger and fries for $10. Dig into 2 for $5 tacos on Tuesday and score buy 6, get 6 wings every Wednesday, plus plenty more. You'll also find up to $10 off beer buckets, daily beer specials, and margaritas starting at just $2. With 6 Dallas locations, your daily go-to cantina just got even better. Ojos Locos. Más tacos, más wings.
If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts, revoking passports. That's a fact. But here's what most people don't know. There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-809-5833. 800-809-5833. 800-809-5833.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
North Texas, those summer storms were brutal. Don't head into winter with a damaged roof.
I'm Caden Vining with Greystone Roofing. Our licensed inspectors will inspect your roof free of charge. And for a limited time in October and November, we'll upgrade you to a Class 3 impact-resistant shingle, free.
That upgrade can save you 15 to 20% every year on insurance premiums. Real savings that help offset those big deductibles when a storm hits.
Call Greystone Roofing today. Trusted, licensed, family-owned, and local.
Schedule now at greystone-roofing.com.
Hey guys, it's Molly from DFW's #1 sports bar, Rowdy Cowboy. And what's better than Rowdy Cowboy? Two Rowdies. That's right, our new location now open in the Colony. You can enjoy our Texas-sized menu, ice-cold beer, and 69 big-screen TVs. Oh yes, the very hot Rowdy Cowboy. Check us out at rowdycowboy.com.
Hi there, it's Pete Thompson from the Consumer Team. If you're being told by an HVAC company that you need to replace your home's furnace, pump the brakes and don't get ripped off. Call the On-Time Experts for a free second opinion. They'll tell you the truth and not just try to sell you a furnace you may not need. Their focus is fixing your furnace and getting you warm again. Plus, you'll get a stay warm guarantee for the rest of the winter. Book your appointment online right now at theontimeexperts.com. Theontimeexperts.com. The On-Time Experts, the official HVAC partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
250 years ago, a promise was made to connect families and friends near and far. And during the holidays, that promise is more important than ever. That's why USPS is building a better network to meet your needs with timely deliveries, easy and affordable ways to ship, and everything you need to make your season full of holiday cheer. Our purpose is delivering your peace of mind, knowing your love will arrive, bringing joy to all. The United States Postal Service. Learn more at USPS.com/holidays.
D&M Leasing just delivered a truck to a customer who'd heard their ads for over 25 years. He always thought leasing was just renting, but when the dealership offered him an 84-month loan, he realized he'd be stuck upside down in payments again. That's when he remembered D&M Leasing. We showed him leasing isn't about what you can afford. It's the smarter way most people pay for their vehicles. So, are you ready to stop financing negative equity and start driving smarter? Call 817 or 972-35-LEASE or visit dmautoleasing.com.
We make leasing easy at D&M.
What's the biggest mistake you can make when selling your home? Settling for less money.
Not with Orchard. Orchard gives you cash up front so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline. Then they sell your old home on the market for top dollar. One customer said, "I made way more than I expected and it couldn't have been easier." Don't settle for less. Buy before you sell and get top dollar with Orchard. Get your free home valuation at orchard.com. That's orchard.com.
Get your fresh Stars content with the #1 Stars podcast, Spits and Suds, presented by the On Time Experts, keeping Stars fans comfortable all season long. Check out the latest Spits and Suds episode wherever your favorite podcasts are found.
This segment of 105 Through the Fan is brought to you by Classic Chevrolet. If you're in the market to upgrade your vehicle, get to Classic Chevrolet in Grapevine. Back-to-back #1 Chevy dealership in the world. They got more new Chevys than anyone, all priced to sell. Visit ClassicChevrolet.com. This is Texas. This is Classic Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. Based on new Chevy registrations 2023 and 2024.
Welcome back in. It is the Fan Sunday morning edition. Fred Davis, Chris Arnold.
Got you down.
Trevor, the creator, doing his thing. Real quick, Trevor, before we get into some high school football, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. It ended up being
he was up here?
all right. I was up here.
He was cutting up our tape.
I know. I made sure that y'all sounded
He cut up your Jadeveon Clowney tape.
You did?
Well, I think Dylan did that one.
I was gonna say because I sent all my audio to Dylon because it has to be converted from an MP4 to an MP3, and I just sent it to my boy Dylon. You know, you get a quick minute and a half, 2 minutes, boom, done.
So
and
if
you're
you
off
were
and
up
running.
here, Trevor, most of the day in the evening, where did y'all eat up here for Thanksgiving?
Good question.
Dylan had chicken salad, and I had leftover Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
You brought
that I
your
the day
own?
before.
Somebody didn't bring. Oh, come on, Tim, take care of these guys.
I mean, I wish that'd be great. Thank you, but you know, we do what we got to. We are men of the. We've got to be, what is it? Water.
Like Gumby?
We got to be water.
You got to be flexible.
Like Bruce Lee.
We got get in where we
One of my
fit in.
favorite quotes.
Do those kind of things.
Be as
That's
water.
what we got to do.
They didn't give you all.
So meanwhile, Fred, should we tell him what we had in the press?
Man,
I was about
to say. So y'all didn't? No, not any. No, I guess there would probably be no pizza places open on Thanksgiving, are there?
I don't think anything's open on Thanksgiving.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I bought my stuff the day before and brought it in, and I had my sandwiches, and I was happy. It was good.
That damn shame.
And then I went home, and I
threw down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So what in the Trevor household? Is it mom's that has the big like who has it? Is the uncle
who's
that
got
only
the
buys
house?
You want to
white
know the
linebackers?
unfortunate?
Yeah,
You genuinely
just-
want to know the unfortunate thing? If Trevor's not cooking, it's getting bought from somewhere, and I'm a little disappointed about it. Like again, my uncle brings in.
Where's your family? Are they in town? Where are they?
Yeah.
Well, nobody gathers.
I mean, my
your whole
uncle came
family.
over.
No.
in my-
I'm talking about nobody but the uncle. I'm talking about not you alone. Where's everybody? Because you can't go.
We're small. We're little. We're a little
Yeah.
family. We don't have a lot. I got my cousins and my uncle, and then that's where.
Where do they go? That's what we're asking.
They come to my grandparents' house.
That's all we wanted to know.
Sorry, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah,
That's the part.
That's
Sorry.
what we're trying to figure out. Where does everybody go?
So grandma and grandpa ain't cooking?
My grandma. I would not trust my grandma to cook.
They bring the food for her.
You wouldn't trust her to boil water.
I love my grandma, but she
understand.
literally is not.
She's not
She's
gonna do
one
it.
of those white people.
Sorry?
She's one of those white where they say that the spices were like salt. Like she is averse to like to salt.
Karen's potato salad.
It is. If she does,
She doesn't put raisins in her potato salad, does she?
no, she doesn't. Thank goodness that she but she wouldn't
It's
know how to
bland.
make potato salad.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. Like it's not even.
So they bring
How you
the food
gonna have
to
a
her.
Southern grandma that doesn't know how to cook?
She's not a Southern grandma.
Where's she from?
She's from Pennsylvania.
Oh, damn Yankees!
Explain
Doesn't
that.
know how to cook. Shame.
Yeah, she used to. My grandpa's the cook. He's a baker, actually. My grandpa loves baking, so he'll make a cake and he'll make a pie, and
So
it'll
everybody
be
else
out of the
brings
park.
just other stuff, but they meet over their house.
Exactly. We just meet there, and that's basically what happens.
Okay, so they facilitate, but you guys do all the cooking.
Mm-hmm.
But because Trevor was busy working this year, so
He had
what?
a
Everybody
Chick-fil-A.
showed up to Grandma and Grandpa's, and there was no food except for Grandpa's
I think
rolls
they
that he
bought
baked.
Cowboy chicken. I think that's what they bought.
Sounds
that's some good chicken.
Sounds like Jacob Ray's girlfriend's house, where apparently they celebrate with chicken.
Yeah, I was
found out that this week.
I mean, I love my grandparents to death, and I love my grandma.
I love your grandparents.
That's
doesn't sound like we want to eat over there though.
No, unless I'm cooking. That's the only.
So
way
grandma
we get
can't cook breakfast either.
No.
Damn, grandma. Oh, that's right. I'm sure she means well. What a week in high school football,
man.
By the way.
Playoff action.
What a week in high school football. Let's break this down real quick. Dallas schools represented as always. We've got a huge game coming up this week. Allen, of course, won. North Crowley, of course, won.
They're going to play each other in
won.
North Texas on Friday.
No, they absolutely are. Let's see here. Let me get the games up here for you guys as we get ready for the regional semifinals. Regional finals, as I was.
Yeah.
And that'll take you. All right, so you got Allen and North Crowley. And then, of course, you got, like I said, you got a lot of regional matchups, right? So Allen and North Crowley. Then you'll have Dickinson and North Shore. That's over in Houston. C.E. King and Summer Creek. You've got three schools, much like, and I'll tell you what, you've got basically two districts in the state of Texas in the 6A that are running roughshod. You got 25 6A D1, and that's got North Shore, Atascocita. It's got C.E. King. It's got Summer Creek. And like I said, three of those teams. Boom.
But
Then you've got 11.
In Region 2 of Division 1. You got the big rematch, Duncanville versus Waxahachie. Waxahachie stunned Duncanville in the regular season.
Yeah, they did.
This game's going to be played on Saturday, 3 o'clock at Midlothian.
Yes.
So you got Waxahachie located right next to Midlothian. And Duncanville right there. It's going to be on fire right there. And that's just like those two, Allen, North Crowley, Duncanville versus Waxahachie, those are the two biggest games in Division 1 6A.
And then who'd you say, because I'm looking at Dave Campbell, but you found it, who's DeSoto playing next week?
DeSoto's playing Willis, and they haven't decided where it's going to be and what day it's going to be. It's going to be Friday or Saturday.
Okay.
You also got Denton Guy versus South Lake Carroll.
That's going to be a big game.
Man, that game's going to be Saturday at
games.
Crowley. They're all big games, yeah. Saturday was a showdown matchup. We love those things. Also, you got Denton Ryan in Division 5A, Division 1. Denton Ryan taking on Aledo. Undefeated Aledo at Northwest ISD Stadium. Region 2, you got Highland Park at Frisco Lone Star, 7 o'clock Friday at the Ford Center at the Star. Talk about home cooking for Frisco Lone Star. Then you also have Melissa taking on Argyle. That's going to be at Choctaw Stadium in Arlington, where the Rangers used to play. South Oak Cliff, Port Natchez Groves. That's Friday at Merrill Green Stadium in Bryant.
And that's a rematch. Those teams have been playing each other. I mean, they've gone back and forth. I want to say Port Neches Grove, they won a state championship a few years ago. And, of course, for anybody that doesn't know, Port Neches Groves, a.k.a. PNG, that is, they are nestled in between Big Money, Texas, a.k.a. Beaumont, and Port Arthur. And then, of course, they've been playing South Oak Cliff. Like I said, it's been they've got a little rivalry going on between those two schools. So that'll be must-watch football this upcoming weekend. So a lot of good games. You got Salina and Alvarado. That's going on in 4A D1.
That's in Mansfield on Friday,
right?
7:30.
You got Stephenville taking on Canyon West Plains. And, of course, the Yellow Jackets, they've been, kicking butt and taking names all year long. And then don't forget our boy Tim over there in Carthage. They'll be playing Athens. They're looking for another state championship.
Tim, that's going to be
well.
Friday in Tyler at the Tyler Rose Stadium.
And then to all my Fruit City natives out there, you know what I'm talking about, West Orange Stark, the Mustangs, and, of course, I'm trying to think, who's our boy? Earl Thomas is a proud alum of West Orange Stark. They play Waco La Vega as well. So,
Waco La Vega.
You and I were talking about this. I mean, this is a time of year where, look, you got the upstarts that give you a good game in week 1. Maybe they sneak into week 2. But after week 2, I mean, that's when the cream proverbially rises to the top, and this is where, again, you see the Carthages of the world, you see the Salinas of the world.
You don't see the blowouts.
You know what I'm saying? Like this upcoming weekend, you are going to see, and we've seen a lot of good football already, especially this past weekend. But now, I mean, this is
everybody's trying to punch their ticket at AT&T
Stadium. It's time to thin the herd a little bit, absolutely. So, and then of course Smithson Valley, they're a defending state champion as well. So looking forward to covering them. And of course, for anybody that's listening to the Mythical High School Football Show, we've got a chance to catch up with a lot of these these coaches as well. So a great time to be a football fan in the great state of Texas. All right, 1 hour in the books, ladies and gentlemen. We've talked enough about the college kids. We've talked about the high school kids. Now let's talk about the professionals. We've got a whole slate of football games of the NFL variety coming your way right here on 105 through the Fan. Let's take a look at those early games as well. We'll break down the early slate, the noon slate next. Then we'll do a little bit about the afternoon slate, as well as the Sunday night and Monday night game. And then, of course, get you ready for the rest of your Sunday. That is the three-time Hall of Famer Chris Arnold. That's Trevor Beck. I'm Fred Davis. This is 105 through the Fan.
Take us with you wherever you go. Now heard on the iHeartRadio app, YouTube, Twitch, the TuneIn app, our Odyssey app, and of course with the biggest mother of a radio signal in DFW. Thanks for making your favorite travel buddy 105.3 The Fan.
Currently, we're farming about 800 acres, and every year we're looking at what we can do to improve our farm, plant fertility, higher yields. That all starts with ag research.
Every year, America's research universities drive over $3.4 billion in agricultural science that supports U.S. farmers.
I want to keep this family farm in our family.
Help protect American farmers. Visit research4.us. Paid for by Research for a Stronger America.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2025. Last chance! Donate now for a 2025 tax deduction.
There are only about 4,300 publicly traded companies on the U.S. Stock Exchange. But there are an estimated 33 million companies in the U.S. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. The average investor is missing out on over 99% of the investment opportunity that's happening in this beautiful country until now. True portfolio strength is found beyond the confines of the S&P 500, investing in promising companies before they go public. Private real estate, infrastructure, world-changing technologies. This is called the endowment model. The endowment model has historically outperformed the traditional model of just stocks and bonds. If you're an accredited investor and want more from your investments, it's time to think beyond just stocks and bonds. Call Trajan today, 469-579-3500. That's 469-579-3500.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. See website for details.
This holiday season, give your home the gift that actually lasts. Hi, it's Gary with Rhino Shield of DFW. If your home is peeling, cracking, or looking tired, don't repaint, shield it. Our ceramic coating is available in any color and comes with a 25-year transferable warranty. So you can stop repainting every few years, enjoy a home that looks beautiful season after season. Right now, get 20% off through the holidays. Schedule your free estimate at rhinoshielddfw.com. Protect your home, boost curb appeal, and don't paint. That's rhinoshielddfw.com.
Are you like everybody else in the world who has no idea what to get everyone for the holidays? Well, you're in luck. We got you. Hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Because with hands-free Skechers slip-ins, you just step into them and they're on. There's no bending down, no touching, no fuss. Plus, Skechers slip-ins come in everyone's favorite styles and colors. And you can get slip-ins everywhere stylish footwear is sold, including a Skechers store. Or if you're too busy to shop in person, just get them online at Skechers.com, Amazon, and more.
Football season is in full swing, and however you like to get in on the action, you can do it on Underdog right now in Texas. This season, you can make team picks and player picks. Just download the app, sign up. You'll get $100 in bonus entries when you make your first $5 fantasy entry. Using Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite team will win or if your favorite player is going to go higher or lower on stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, and more. Plus, with Underdog's ultra-fast payouts, you can get your profits in a snap. So download the app and use the promo code MASTERPIECE to score or $100 in bonus entries when you make your first $5 fantasy entry. Player picks, team picks, all on Underdog. Crypto powered by Underdog Predict. Trading derivatives involve risk and may not be appropriate for all. For more information, visit www.nadex.com/rules and underdogfantasy.com/rules. For crypto.com predictions, the term pick refers to a product traded on CDNA. Must be 18 or over and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
This is the exclusive home of Dallas Cowboys football. KRLD-FM and HD1, Dallas, Fort Worth. Let's go, Cowboys.
An Odyssey sports station.
Driven by our D&M Leasing Studios. Thanks for turning it on and leaving it on. 105.3 The Fan.
Hour number 2 of the program happening right now. Glad to have each and every one of you on board on this absolutely beautiful Sunday morning. I mean, if you take a look outside, the sun's shining. It is a clear Sunday, and you would think to yourself, man, let me just go step outside real quick. Maybe get a quick walk around the block. Well, if you do decide to do that, you may want to bundle up before you do it. Now, again, I'm not one to judge. Everybody's different when it comes to what you can tolerate cold-wise, all right? Because I thought to myself as I was driving to the station this morning, and I looked down and it said, Louisville, 35 degrees. I was like, ooh, it's a little chilly out here. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't remember it ever getting this chilly this time of year in Houston, having spent 12 years in H-Town.
Let me say
of course, it's 54.
The reason why it's chillier for a lot of people, and again, nobody's judging, well, this is the first time it's got cold.
Yeah.
It really never got comfortable in the 40s. It was always, it's 65, 75 degrees all the month of October, early November. Hey, it's still 70-something degrees. And then this morning, it's 35, 36, 37 degrees. One other note about that, tomorrow is December the 1st, so welcome to December, even though it's November the 30th, and you may be having to get back to wherever you live. You might be just driving back from family and friends or Friendsgiving or whatever you're going back to school, whatever it is, 877-881-1053. We appreciate y'all letting us ride shotgun while you get back, because this is the day that everybody gets back to where they normally live.
No, it's
from the holiday.
The reality hits. You've had a nice few days with family, and maybe, but at the same time too, though, this is the, some families are probably closer than others, but I know for me, I'm ready to leave at this point.
Yeah, after all.
Okay, I'm good with my family for about 48, maybe 72 hours.
You know what happens?
And I'm ready to.
In that hour number 73,
kick rocks.
They're not family anymore. They're just people you're related to.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, look, I've lived away from my family for the better part of 20 years now, so I'm used to it. So that's what I'm saying. I go in, I see my family, boom, done, and then that's it. So, like I said, a lot of you are probably, again, I had a therapist tell me once, if we treated strangers like we treated family, we'd all be in jail. Okay, so just take that for what it's worth. That's not to say that everybody treats family like that, but just something to put in your hip pocket. Speaking of which, real quick, before we dive into some NFL discussion, as CA alluded to, it is now full on autumn, fall, whatever you want to call it. High today, 45 degrees. High tomorrow, 44. In fact, the quote-unquote hottest or highest temp we'll see over the next 10 days is on Wednesday when it reaches a sweltering 62 degrees. Outside of that, we won't see temps any higher than the mid to upper 50s.
So if you got stuff you need to do outside,
you better get it done today.
Do it today or wait till Wednesday and don't do it after Wednesday.
That's it.
Wednesday's the deadline.
Or hire somebody else to do it that doesn't mind getting a little irish, a little chilly, whatever it is. So, look, but you know what? Hey, it's fire time. Get your little fire going. You got a fireplace at the crib?
Yeah, sure do.
I mean, come on. You get a little nice nestle. Get your little special somebody, okay? Netflix, chill, and fire? What?
Okay, I'm looking over at Trevor. He doesn't have a fireplace, I guess. He probably has that on his monitor. his flat screen. He's got that YouTube fire.
The Yule log. The Yule log.
Yeah. And a little jazz music underneath it.
I appreciate that. You know
I do
what?
too.
There might be something to that.
Roasting on an open fire.
That's it. Hey, by the way, and that's the other thing too. Christmas songs are in full effect.
It's going 30 days straight. At the day after
Nonstop.
Thanksgiving, that's when I start listening.
Can't stop, won't stop. I'm a big Christmas music guy as well. There's just, and I like the old Christmas songs. I don't need to hear any of this new nonsense. I want to hear the old Christmas songs. I want to hear the Bing Crosbys. I want to hear the Andy Williams. I want to hear the Frank Sinatras. I want to hear the, what's our girl's name? Etta
James.
Etta James. What's the other girl that sings Santa Baby?
Santa Baby.
You know what I'm talking about. And I'm not talking about the I'm not talking about the Madonna version.
1940s.
Boy, she's fine as all get out too from back in the
France
day.
for a while.
Ooh, I'm telling you what.
You know which one I like? The old school. Think about the Charlie Brown Christmas.
Oh. That, I tell you what, man. Hey.
Vincent Gianaldi.
That's it. I'll tell you what. We need some Christmas, because I'll tell you what, the Christmas and the Thanksgiving jam goes in.
Yeah.
For the Charlie Brown Peanuts. So 877-881-1053. Let us know. I'll tell you what. We've been very. We haven't really listened to you guys on the text line, but that's not because of anything you guys have done. We just, it's been jam-packed. So I'll tell you what, text in your favorite Christmas song.
Oh, by the way, Tolo just texted in and said, this is the month that Mariah Carey get paid.
Yeah, she does.
She wrote that Christmas song. And
she does.
Everybody plays it, and she gets the royalties.
What's that song called? Something about, I don't know. We know what the song is.
All I want for Christmas is you.
Hey, don't sleep on Mariah Carey.
She's dope.
I'll tell you what, Run DMC, Christmas in Hollis, Queens.
Donnie Hathaway's This Christmas, fireside is blazing bright.
Don't sleep on the Stevie Wonder Christmas song.
Oh, that's one of my all-time favorites.
That's a banger.
And by the way,
I'm a Nat King Cole guy.
Yes,
that's my dude.
Chestnuts.
That is my dude. If that is who I sing like, I'm about it.
Fred, the singer that did the Santa Baby, the original, Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt.
Yes.
Eartha Kitt. That's the one I was looking for.
Thank you, 940.
Okay. Now,
here, turn that up a little bit. What's this? Yeah, Charlie Brown.
No, this is a banger right here. My favorite Christmas song, and this is where you find out who can sing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is because I'm a big voice guy. Oh, Holy Night.
Take 6.
Man, let me tell you something. If you can, because I'm gonna tell you something right now. Oh, Holy Night. There's some big notes
falsettos that you got to get to for that. You got to have pipes.
I'll tell you what. Celine Dion.
Oh, man.
Does a version of Oh Holy Night.
Yeah, she can sing.
Boy, you better, hey, look.
She can sing.
You ever seen that, did you ever watch that documentary of her?
No. I know that she had a back problem and her husband's 100 years old and she's from Canada.
What? That was...
I'm just summing it all up.
Wikipedia?
Okay, no. Hey.
Did I nail it?
The thing with the husband...
The husband thing is...
It's true.
Homeboy was 38 and she was 12 when they met.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Yeah.
They got names for that sort of thing, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
they got jails for that sort of thing.
They got jails for that. They've got jails for that sort of thing, too.
Yeah.
Now, they ended up having like 3 or 4 kids. That situation notwithstanding, all right? That woman is an entertainer.
Yeah, she is. That's why she got their long-time residency in Las Vegas.
Put that nonsense to the side, and if you watch the documentary on, because I'm just fascinated. I don't care whether you're a rapper, an athlete, whatever your creative hustle is. I like watching what gets people going, right?
Yeah.
Like what makes them them,
right?
And because look, Celine Dion. I mean, we're all old enough to remember. Look, the 90s?
Titanic.
Yo.
My Heart Will Go On. Still.
And she didn't want to do that song either.
Yeah, that's her. Yep.
Right? And she did it like in one take or something crazy like that. But no, Celine, but I again, if you guys get a chance, going to be a lot of downtime over the next month or whatever it is, definitely check out the Celine Dion documentary.
I got 3 female vocalists who do Christmas songs that you got to have.
Okay.
You got to have Whitney Houston.
Got to have Whitney.
You got to have Christina Aguilera. Her Christmas thing blew my mind. I liked her a little bit, but that Christmas
she
album,
can sing.
oh my God. And then the third one is Kelly Clarkson from Burleson. Kelly can sing anything.
Kelly does have some pipes.
She can
no,
sing
she really does.
anything.
She really does.
Tolos text in at 214 says Michael Bublé. Another one, George Michael, his Christmas song.
Oh.
Jingle Bells by Frank Sinatra. The Spirit of Christmas by Ray Charles. Elvis, Santa Claus is coming back to town. Oh, Jackson 5, Santa Claus is coming to town.
Tell you what, I want to say Elvis does a version of Oh Holy Night that
He probably does.
cancels Christmas.
Pentatonics. The Drifters, the Temptations. Have you heard the Temptations?
No.
Oh my God, the Temptations with Melvin hitting those low notes.
All right, we
Silent night.
Brian Broaddus, I know you
He just wanted it.
like to celebrate
What's
a little
up, B?
Christmas. Where are you at on Christmas music? I know your movie selection, leaves a little to be desired. However,
I don't watch movies.
we know.
I'm
But
not a movie goer.
how do you feel about music, though?
Is your mic on? Wait a minute.
I do enjoy.
I don't think your mic is on.
I think it's on. Is it on right?
You're at the wrong mic. That's the mics
that
are
one.
weird. Hang on.
That
See, the light is on.
There's
but
so
you-
many. There's so many
There you go.
microphones.
We got
there
like
we
10
go.
of them in there. There you go.
There he goes.
Sorry
Brian
about that.
Broaddus is in
Sorry
the
about
house.
He doesn't have his headphones on, but the light
The
was on.
World and DFW. I'm sorry about that. Don't do many movies. Never have. And only movies I ever watched happen to relate to football movies.
Yeah.
When it comes to like games of actually breaking them down.
I could see you being an 80s action movie type of guy, though,
No,
too.
not at all.
No.
Not at all.
that hurts.
Actually saw all the Mission Impossible movies, and Chris will appreciate this. Flying on Dallas Cowboys charters.
Oh, yes.
Because they always put a movie on, and like people half-ass pay attention to it.
Yeah, you glance up there.
But I do. I've seen all the Tom Cruise Mission Impossible ones. I know all those by heart. But yeah, the music aspect, I love the music aspect of it.
Okay. So what's your go-to Christmas song?
I
You had to
think
pick
that,
one.
man, I'll tell you what. If you ever Google this one,
Okay.
David Bowie and Bing Crosby.
Yes, I saw that. They did a show together.
Little drummer
Little boy.
Yeah, and you talk about two totally different
Night and day.
sounds.
Because
Yeah.
the two of them talking before they
Yes.
get going.
Yeah.
And standing
is-
next to each other.
Well, it's funny because Bowie throughout his career has always been kind of a chameleon.
Yes,
because
that's his whole deal.
If you go through the Ziggy Stardust stuff with him, and
then the Thin White Duke.
Yeah, he has always kind of morphed into
different
different
looks.
characters.
Yeah.
So it doesn't surprise me that he and Bing Crosby hit it off as well as they did.
Hell, he discovered Luther Vandross.
Yeah.
He sure did.
You
He
know?
used to
David
back up
Bowie.
singer
David
for him.
Bowie is pretty
amazing.
talented guy.
All right, Peter the Legend. All right, so David Bowie and the Bing Crosby mashup. All right, anything else that folks need to be on the lookout for this holiday season, courtesy of Brian
I
Broaddus?
tell you what, man, and I know there's some people out there that cannot stand Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
But his Santa Claus
Yes.
coming, he's got some. Actually,
Claus
Bruce
Come to
Springsteen's
Town.
got some pretty good stuff with him and the E Street Band. You know, they kind of have some.
Oh, wait a
fun.
minute. Here's Bing Crosby and
we got it
David
up
Bowie
and
right
running?
here.
Our finest gifts we bring.
I mean, just two legends.
Yeah.
Just two legends.
Let it breathe.
Peace on earth, can it be? Years from now, perhaps we'll
Anybody else get goosebumps? Just asking.
They just don't do songs like this anymore.
No, it's
Okay?
I'll tell you
Well, neither
what.
of them are live, Fred.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen to that mashup.
I'm born the same day as Frank Sinatra, December 12th. So this
Okay. Oh,
Friday.
you got a birthday coming up.
Yeah, 62 years old Friday.
Damn.
And so the thing with Frank Sinatra, what he tried to do is they tried to do things called duets.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you mentioned, various performers who have always wanted to perform. Tony Bennett did the same thing with
Okay,
some
yeah,
duets.
yeah.
I love when generations come together that way.
Yeah. No, I big
Because
fan of that.
my generation, I watched my generation. I watched the generations well before me. I watched 6 of them sit at a table yesterday at dinner, and all 6 of them had phones out, and nobody was talking to each other.
Oh.
And I told Michelle, my girlfriend, I walked out, I go, how? How does this happen? But
media.
6 people all sitting at a table
With
at
the phone.
dinner, all 6 of them were looking at their phone while the dinner was going on.
They're not comfortable.
And I just went, I go, man, I don't know. I mean, it's time for me to move to the lake and not deal with this anymore.
This is your family?
No, this is another family. Michelle and I were out doing some work in the storeroom yesterday.
Yeah.
And we just happened to stop off this little Mexican food place right by it. And we sat there and we were just kind of, Michelle and I talk, we're both older people. So we're just talking. And we stand up and at the same time we look at each other. There's a table of 6 people sitting there and not one of them was talking to the other one. They all 6 had their heads down looking at their phones while they were all there.
If you had to guess the age range, what would you say it was?
They were all between the ages of, I'd say, 25 and 35.
And all of them just on their phones.
All of them
were doomed.
That's why the ironic part about this. That's why Jason Kidd was saying that Cooper Flagg has a high basketball IQ and has an old soul. When they took him out to dinner the week before they drafted him, they were at Bob's Steak and Chop House. He said, we sat down with Cooper Flagg, us and the staff.
Yeah.
We talked for over 2 hours. He never picked his phone up. Not one time. Not even just to look and see what time it was.
I used to do a thing at DallasCowboys.com. I took all those kids out, David Hellman and all of them that were older. I was much older then. And I told them, I said, put your phone in the middle of the table.
Yep.
And
turn it in.
First one that grabs it buys lunch for everybody. Mm-hmm. But if you don't look at your phone this whole meal and we all talk to each other, I got you guys lunch.
Yeah.
And you should have seen how hard it was for those guys not to look at their phone. Now there were times when we would go out and news would break while we're
Which,
eating.
we understand that.
But it was so hard for them. People are amazed that I could go out and not bring my phone.
Yeah.
Now, and this is a kind of a dangerous thing, and I hate to admit this, because my dad's 86 and my mom's 82. Should always probably have my phone with me. But if I'm going to go eat dinner or lunch or something with somebody, I'm going to make you talk to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to absolutely make you talk to me about something.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's a dying art, man.
Conversation, I don't think we handle conversation very well at all anymore.
No, it's a dying art, man.
Yeah,
it's a dying art. I'll tell you what, I try to get my daughter's good about it. My son, that's a work in progress as far as getting him to talk. All right, can you hang around for another segment?
Let's hang around and talk some.
All right, let's talk some Cowboys next, all right? And before we do that, though, I definitely got to get your thoughts. Sources are saying, and it seems like it's only it's a question of not if, but when LSU names Lane Kiffin its next head coach. So we got a lot to get to.
Go Tiger.
The Super Bowl winning scouts in the house. Brian Broaddus, all right. He just pulled a Watergate up here. If you know, you know. That is the 3-time Hall of Famer, Mr. Chris Arnold. We got our boy Trevor Beck. I'm Fred Davis. Lots to get to. We come back. Don't go anywhere. This is 105 through the Fan.
Our goal is to have you winning every sports debate with your buds. We'll do the homework. You just listen and enjoy. Turn it on and leave it on. The Fan and our Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Hellsberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop our Black Friday event for up to 65% off in-store or at hellsberg.com.
I'm a terrible gift giver. Always have been. Just not very good at it. But everybody loves to eat, and that's why I love Omaha Steaks. Whether you're sending an unforgettable gift or treating yourself to everyday perfection, Omaha Steaks delivers the world's best steak experience. And now during the Cyber Sale, you can get 50% off site-wide and an extra 20% off select favorites at omahasteaks.com. Don't miss the best deals of the season and an exclusive limited time offer. Plus, our listeners get an extra $35 off with promo code Corey at checkout. Omaha Steaks offers unrivaled quality and variety, and every bite is backed by their 100% guarantee. The Cyber Sale is the perfect time to shop for unforgettable gifts, exclusive limited time deals, and more. Save big on unforgettable gifts with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off statewide and an extra 20% off select favorites during their Cyber Sale. And for an extra $35 off, use promo code Corey at checkout. That's omahasteaks.com. Promo code Corey at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
He's a world champion arm wrestler and one of QC Kinetics' most outspoken advocates. When Monster Mike Todd severely injured his bicep, doctors recommended a career-ending surgery.
Well, I definitely was never going to do that because I'm a competitive athlete.
And he didn't have to, because the QC Kinetics medical team jumped into action, treating the damage using Mike's own orthobiologics. No need for surgery.
I think QC Kinetics was a huge help in my recovery. The percentages were that I would never make it back to this level.
QC Kinetics regenerative treatments have helped transform, relieve, and restore thousands of patients with injuries and joint pain.
There's a pretty good chance that with under 15 weeks, I'll be competing for the heavyweight world title. Yeah, so I might be 24-time world champion by the end of the year.
You got this, Mike. And for anyone listening who's dealing with joint pain, the QC Kinetics consultation is free. So give them a call today.
Call QC Kinetics, 972-972-8610. That's 972-972-8610. 972-972-8610.
Yardbird's Southern Table and Bar. Dive into succulent, mouth-watering Southern comfort fried chicken like no other. Creamy lobster mac and cheese, juicy ribs like Mom used to make, and top it off with a warm cinnamon roll. Plates to feed the entire table or for your own personal escape. And dive into one of the best and unique bourbon selections and handcrafted scratch cocktails to wash it all down. Got your attention yet? Yardbird's Southern Table and Bar. Located across from Clyde Warren Park at 2121 North Pearl Street in Dallas. RunChickenRun.com.
This is Ryan Watson, owner of Alliance Hyundai. During the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event, we have over 600 vehicles in stock, like the all-new 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe. Every new Hyundai comes with America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty and owner's assurance. Visit us at AllianceHyundai.net today.
Are you tired of online threats? Then get an antivirus. It's the only online protection you will ever need.
Just a quick question. Does it encrypt your online traffic the same as NordVPN?
No, but it protects your device. Just pop that CD in and you're good to go.
But it will stop your internet service provider and other snoopers from monitoring you online, right?
Oh, no, not really. It won't stop online snoopers or block annoying ads. In fact, forget what I said at the beginning of this ad. This ad is now about NordVPN. I just realized that an antivirus is only half protection online. So get better online protection with the NordVPN Black Friday deal. It will encrypt your traffic, protect you from malware and phishing, and stop annoying ads. This Black Friday, get NordVPN with 73% off and enjoy 3 extra months. Yeah!
D&M Leasing just delivered a truck to a customer who had heard our ads for over 25 years. He always thought leasing was just renting. But when the dealership offered him an 84-month loan, he realized he'd be stuck upside down in payments again. That's when he remembered D&M Leasing. We showed him leasing isn't about what you can afford. It's the smarter way most people pay for their vehicles. So, are you ready to stop financing negative equity and start driving smarter? Call 817 or 972-35-LEASE or visit dmautoleasing.com today.
We make leasing easy at D&M.
Every weekday at 2:45, it's Krusty's Corner with Pro Football Champion Scout Brian Broaddus on 105.3 The Fan. Brought to you by Greystone Roofing. Protect your home with trusted pros. Quality, honesty, craftsmanship. Get your free inspection at greystone-roofing.com.
Shop organic produce at Whole Foods Market. Get 2 avocados from Mexico, organic large Hass avocados for just $5 with Prime through December 2nd. Upgrade your sourdough or grain bowls with this creamy addition. While supplies last, shop in-store or online. Terms apply.
This segment on 105.3 The Fan is brought to you by the Frankels. If you've been injured in a car or truck wreck, call Frankel first. 214-817-333-3333. With Frankel & Frankel, there's never an out-of-pocket cost, and they only get paid when you win. Frankel & Frankel, the go-to car, truck, wreck attorneys in Dallas.
Let's see here. Just finished a round of disc golf this morning at Lake Louisville. That cold is no joke.
For real, for real.
I'll tell you what, I admire the disc golf person.
Me too.
Because to me, that...
Frisbee.
I do not have the coordination to throwing a frisbee.
I don't either.
It's like I'm kind of like a just wrist it guy.
That's it.
Yeah. And these these guys and gals are able to kind of take it and they make it elevate and spin and hook.
Yeah.
Like a pitcher, like a baseball
I throw it
pitcher.
across the yard. It ends up not where it's supposed to be.
Somebody's yard or hitting a car or something like that.
The hula hoop, all these things in my and Chris's era of toydom.
Yep, entertainment.
Yeah.
All right, we've got
Christmas presents.
Yeah.
You know that voice. That is the one, the only Super Bowl winning scout, Mr. Brian Broaddus. Real quick from the 832, and take this for what it is real quick before we get into some NFL talk. South Lake Carroll coach Riley Dodge is rumored to be UNT's next head coach.
His dad was. His dad did that.
He
too.
had an ill-fated trip as a UNT head coach.
From South Lake up to North Texas.
Sure did. And I'll tell you what. Let me give you some. The folks out there at UNT. Congratulations. You guys got yourself an AD that knows how to hire coaches.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing. If you guys continually lose coaches, whether it's your basketball program or your football program, you know what? I know you hate it right now. I saw a rumor where Jason Garrett was looking at that gig.
I saw that too.
Why not?
You know what? And there's a lot of people that would think. I think that Jason Garrett would be really, really good for college football. I don't know if he has the and not many have the Lane Kiffin approach or the Dillingham there at Arizona State. You have to be able to be the NIL guy. You have to be able to love the players. You have, but I just feel like UNT probably needs a coach that's not looking to move to his next gig.
Well, that's it, right?
Yeah, and Jason Garrett, being majority of his adult life has been spent here, kind of appreciates. They've got a beautiful facility. They've got a beautiful stadium.
Yes, they do.
They've got support.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit like
Brian.
what SMU was, Chris, when I would never leave the SMU job if it was me. I always thought SMU was a sleeping giant. It's a shame they lost to Cal last night.
Tough loss.
That is a bad loss last night. But I'm saying Jason Garrett, they need to get a coach that's kind of in there for the long haul, not the guy that's looking to get the Oklahoma State job or
I got a guy for you.
Who you got?
Because you made me think when you say Jason Garrett.
Yeah.
Jason Witten.
Yeah.
He's in high school football coach now.
Yeah.
He's not going to make. He might stay there 5 years.
Yeah. See, I'll say this about, and it's a good thought, Chris. The thing that I feel like if you're North Texas, you've got an AD that can identify coaches.
Yeah.
And if you're going to be a team that's going to have to sell your organs, to stay alive.
I mean, that's the reality, right?
That's reality. But you've got a guy that can hire, and that's half the battle. My alma mater at LSU, we're having to give almost $100 million to a guy because he's probably the best coach in college football. But we can't develop a guy. We have to go out and spend money to get a guy.
Let alone paying off the old guy $50 million.
Yeah, it's ridiculous to have to do this. But if you've got an AD that knows how to evaluate coaches, boy, and let me tell you, how about a coach that can evaluate? I was talking to Joey McGuire at Texas Tech last night. Mm-hmm. Joey and I mean, for some reason, he and I get along great. Yeah. I don't know why he likes me.
He used to listen to you on the radio when he's a Cedar Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man.
Joey and I, he says, man, I love coaching these kids. And he goes, well, I'm really happy with all the kids. I said, Coach, they're lucky to have you.
Yeah.
They really are, because Joey McGuire knows how to evaluate. That's the whole thing in NIL. You spend $30 million on your roster, but what if you don't evaluate your roster correctly?
Right. That's what Nick Saban said.
See, that's what the alumni, if I'm an alum, I'm like, okay, why do I have to give you money to fire a coach? And why do I have to give you $30 million on a roster that's 7-5 every year?
Yeah.
Why do I have to do that? Why can't I get so this is why I think that potentially the Lane Kiffin hire for LSU could be great for LSU because of his ability to evaluate. I think he's perfect modern college head coach.
He really is.
He's got swag. Mm-hmm. He gets along in recruiting.
Yeah.
I think he knows. I worked with his dad, there with the Cowboys, Monty.
Yeah, Monty.
Matter of fact, Monty fell asleep on my shoulder. Last time we played Kansas City, the game in Kansas City, Monty fell asleep on my shoulder. Like I was typing my notes, like my post game, and Monty just falls asleep. The old man just fell asleep on me. And Monty, I just kept typing. I didn't care.
Monty did that in the press conference too.
Yeah.
Everybody like, oh no.
Yeah. Monty will take a snooze on you every once in a while. But
anyway, your shoulder.
but this is where we're at now. You have to have that coach that understands you. And that's where I think that Joey McGuire out at Tech is great. He has the money. He has the support.
Well, that helps.
And he knows what a really good football player looks like.
Yeah.
And that's the battle. I think they know what that looks like at North Texas as well.
And you think that's just from a lot of it just being a high school coach for all those years and so understanding?
I think a lot of it is like he has had success everywhere he's been.
Yeah.
So you kind of have an idea of the type of person you want, the type of player you want, and then now he's got this billionaire oil man that's willing. This Campbell, I believe is his last name, is willing to step up. Man, look what they did. They pulled this kid Bailey from Stanford, one of the best, be one of the top defensive ends in the draft. They went and got a lady softball player from Stanford.
Yep.
Where they end up? They ended up in the Women's College World Series with her. See, if you can evaluate, it's one thing to have money. It's the next thing is to be able to evaluate,
spend it right,
to spend it the right way. So your $30 million roster gets you in the college football playoff every year.
By the way, that billionaire is Cody Campbell.
Cody Campbell, the field. I think it's called Cody Campbell Field. I was watching Bailey play the other day, and I think I saw that it's Jones. It's AT&T Jones Stadium.
Yeah,
Cody Campbell Field.
With the like a Patrick Mahomes something building over there too.
Yeah, they got the Patrick. Yeah, they got the complex, the football complex.
And by the way, Cody Campbell's out of Fort Worth. Got that Double Eagle Energy Holdings.
Yeah, no, he got that long cheddar. So where did Brian Kelly go wrong? What was it? How was for a guy that's been doing that's been in college football forever and has been successful? I mean, let's call it what it is. But where did he go wrong?
I think to me, and listen, this is what the funny thing about it is the new AD is a guy named Verge Osbury.
Okay.
Verge and I were teammates at LSU back in the day.
Okay.
So Verge won't tell me about what's going on right now. He's played this thing really, really close to his vest, and good for him.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, that's he's trying to get the best coach he can. The thing that I think where I'm interested because not being in the program, but not I kind of lost. I had touch with the Coach O program.
Yeah,
I lost touch with the
Kelly program.
The Kelly program. My connections with Coach O and how to help Coach O. I was in the Kelly folk never went that way with me.
They never warmed up to you like that.
No. Well, Chris, he's one of the best. That Brian Kelly, he didn't accept the fact that he, when you're in Louisiana, you can't act like you're some kind of
Tell about it,
Yankee guy, come down here at Midwest thinking he knows how to peel crawfish or hunt gators or all that kind of stuff.
Didn't we know? I mean, didn't y'all know? I mean, you as a LSU alum, you as a proud LSU alum.
To this day, I am. I mean, I'm overly. If I drive by the lottery thing, it says $750 million, whatever.
Yeah,
I'd be willing to give $700 million of that to LSU. That's how much that place means to me.
Look, I love the fact that you love LSU the way I love KU basketball. I mean, I'll tell you what, I'm so pissed off at Lance Leipold right now. Don't get me started. But did you know you were cooked when Brian Kelly did the fake Southern accent at the basketball game?
I just knew when my I'll tell you when I knew we were cooked. When my friends who I love dearly who work at Notre Dame and are just been just so great to me over the years.
Yeah.
When they said, "Hey Brian, good luck."
Oh no!
Good luck. I knew. I knew. Right then, it wasn't the fake accent or acting like. I told Sean Payton this. I told Sean Payton this one time when Sean Payton took the Saints job. I told Sean this. I said, Sean, go to every festival.
Yeah.
Eat every plate of food they hand you.
Mm-hmm.
Accept the beers they hand you. They beat a beer. Drink the beat a beer with them. Get drunk with them. Laugh with them. Dance with them. Do all this thing. Make them feel like that you're part of them. I go, but the minute they feel like that you're part of them,
you're gold.
You're gold.
You're good, yeah.
But if they don't, they'll cut your throat and throw you in the bayou.
That's it.
So to me, I don't think Brian Kelly fully embraced. Sean Payton to this day told me the best advice. He goes, one of the best advice I've ever gotten was what you told me.
I can believe
about the people from Louisiana.
I can believe that, Brian, because he's coaching the Saints and they win the Super Bowl, but he had that elbow room because he lived here in Westlake. He never did live down in New Orleans. He was always up here, and they let him fly the plane and stuff because he did what Brian told him.
You gotta accept the culture.
Yes.
You got to go in there and you got to get drunk with them, and you got to eat crawfish and make gumbo, and you got to do all that stuff with them.
Was he there when Katrina hit too?
Yes.
Yeah, he was. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, and obviously we
they
all
went
know.
They went through some rough patches there where they weren't very good, and then. But, with the whole thing with Drew Brees, he made that thing work out great. Saints had a really poor history. I mean, you could go to Jim Mora in the 80s, the Jim Mora, when I was in school there. Jim Mora was a really good coach for the Saints. But before that, they had some really poor coaching.
The Archie Mira and
they were some bad era. Yeah.
Just real quick, because we got to go to break, but think about how... we talk about the butterfly effect of football.
Yeah.
Think about what might have changed the scope of football as we know it if when your boy Saban's at Miami.
Yeah. If
he goes with Drew Brees instead of Dante Culpepper,
still might be coaching.
Yeah.
Because
he wanted him, but the AD didn't want him. He said he failed a physical with the shoulder.
The doctor, he
failed the physical, and I'll tell anybody.
Saban said I wanted to go Brees.
Saban had a lot better 2-year run at Miami than he gets credit for.
I think
he was 9-7 year one, okay, and then I think he was 6-10.
Yes, the second year,
so 15-17, whatever it was. Yeah. But again, I thought Saban had a better run, and of course, Alabama comes calling, and the rest is history, as we know. All right, well, I promise you, let's talk some Cowboys next when we come back. Super Bowl winning Scott Brown brought us. We'll get kind of an idea of it's a short week. Well, actually, it's really not. You played on Thursday, so it's not a short week. Practicing today.
Yeah.
We'll hear from Brian. Kind of, what are the chances of this Detroit win? And suddenly, don't look now, but this Philadelphia Eagle team is scuffling in a big way. Brian Broaddus, Chris Arnold, Fred Davis, Trevor Beck. Don't go anywhere. It's 105 The Fan.
Tolos, you can change your child's life by donating your car to Cars for Kids. It's fast, easy, free towing, paperwork handled, and a max tax deduction. Running or not, your car funds Texans Can Academies, giving at-risk kids a shot at education. So clear out your driveway and change a life. Visit carsforkids.org. Write off the car, not the kid.
Dan owed an unbelievable amount of money to the IRS.
I got behind on my taxes. It's a horrible feeling.
He was in denial.
And when I got those letters from the IRS, you wanted to act like they didn't exist.
Finally, Dan turned to Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima got me a settlement with the IRS. These people are really people-friendly. It was every bit of a new lease on life for me.
The fast action and the great results made Dan's head spin.
I felt like I was in a dream, but it's real, and I have paperwork to prove it. They got the job done, and life is good.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
If you're worried about what's going to happen with the IRS, stop worrying. Make the call now.
Call 800-809-5833. 800-809-5833. 800-809-5833.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
I woke up this morning feeling like I was coming down with something. Cough, congestion, headache. And my first thought was, nope, this can't happen. I have big plans this weekend. So I took Mucinex Kickstart. It provides all-in-one and done relief with a morning jolt of instant cooling sensation. Thanks to Mucinex Kickstart, I didn't even need to cancel my weekend plans. If you start feeling cough and congestion coming on, take Mucinex Kickstart for relief with a kick. At your favorite retailer. Use as directed.
Oh, no.
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced
my debit card.
Their debit card.
Where'd I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound? That's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
This holiday season, don't let your house feel like Cousin Eddie's RV.
Draftier windows? You serious, Clark?
If your windows are cracked, foggy, or draftier than Cousin Eddie's wardrobe, it's time to call Best Buy Windows and Siding. We'll come out the next day and give you a free quote to keep your house cozy for the holidays. 10 windows for just $59.50 and 0 down and 0% financing with approved credit. Call 469-WINDOWS or visit BestBuyWindowsAndSiding.com today and make sure your home is warm, welcoming, and Cousin Eddie-proof this holiday season.
Jeff Cox here, president of Berkey's Plumbing, AC, and Electrical. If your home is over 8 years old, you might be due for an electrical inspection. If you're dealing with breakers tripping, dimming, or flickering lights, don't let these issues leave you in the dark. Save $75 on any plumbing, AC, heating, and electrical repair. $250 minimum service required. Call us today at 877-BERKEYS or visit us at Berkeys.com.
Berkey's, we're there when you need us.
Ready to shop? Target's Cyber Monday deals are loading now and moving fast. Score 25% off beauty kits for every look and style. Up to 50% off clothing and shoes for the whole fam. And 50% off top holiday gifts. Plus, brand new surprise deals you haven't seen all year. Shop on Target.com or in the Target app for free delivery. But don't wait. These deals are 2 days only. Save more on Cyber Monday with Target. Free shipping applies to orders over $35.
250 years ago, a promise was made to connect families and friends near and far. And during the holidays, that promise is more important than ever. That's why USPS is building a better network to meet your needs with timely deliveries, easy and affordable ways to ship, and everything you need to make your season full of holiday cheer. Our purpose is delivering your peace of mind, knowing your love will arrive, bringing joy to all. The United States Postal Service. Learn more at USPS.com/holidays.
Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, and block parties are back. And however you like to get in on the action, you can do it on Underdog right now in Texas. This season, you can make team picks and player picks. Just download the app, sign up, and you'll get $100 in bonus entries when you make your first $5 fantasy entry. Using Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite team will win or if your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like points, rebounds, steals, and more. Plus, with Underdog's quick payouts, you can get your profits fast. So download the app today. Use the promo code TOLO. Score $100 in bonus entries when you make your first $5 fantasy entry, player picks, team picks, all on Underdog.
Crypto.com predictions powered by Underdog Predict. Trading derivatives involves risk and may not be appropriate for all. For more information, visit nadex.com/rules and underdogfantasy.com/rules. For Crypto.com predictions, the term pick refers to a product traded on CDNA. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms_DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
A deep Cowboys dive on Love of the Star, DFW's #1 Cowboys podcast with Brian Broaddus, Zach Wolchuk, and Eric Chiafalo. Presented by the On Time Experts, keeping Cowboys fans comfortable all season long. Subscribe to Love of the Star wherever your favorite podcasts are found.
This next segment on 105.3 The Fan is brought to you by Classic Chevrolet. If you're in the market to upgrade your vehicle, get to Classic Chevrolet in Grapevine. Back-to-back #1 Chevy dealership in the world. They got more new Chevys than anyone, all priced to sell. Visit ClassicChevrolet.com. This is Texas. This is Classic Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. Based on new Chevy registrations 2023 and 2024.
Great stuff as always. What a read. What a read from Trevor the Creator. I'll tell you what, his literary skills from when he started, I wasn't sure he could read when he first started here at 105 Through the Fan. True story. Now it's like he does audiobooks.
Let me ask you this.
It's incredible.
You guys, and both of you have been involved with this because, Chris, you've done a lot of the weekend stuff.
Yeah.
You guys could be pretty proud about all the guys and you've kind of trained.
Oh, yeah.
That have stepped up.
I'm proud of them nosebleed seats.
Yeah.
I babysat
I love
them.
working with those guys. They are really, love working with Lucius and Gavin. It's been a lot of fun. But I mean, you guys have a rotating lineup. Like every time you come, there's
producers, but especially from the nighttime spot too, right? I mean, we've worked with every part-time producer.
Blake, that's a great show.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Blake, who is the Sam Rothstein right now of 105 Through the Fan. I mean, my man's on a heater right now as far as just how many bets he's won. I think he won 4 out of his 5 parlays yesterday. So shout out to our boy Blake Elliott.
Is he coming into work on Monday?
Well, you know what? You took the words right out of my mouth, Brian. I mean, I don't know. I mean, depending upon what he hits today, I don't know what he's going to do NFL wise. But yeah, my boy's on a heater, so I do. I'm excited for him.
Is he playing the lines?
No, it's all props, player props.
All props.
All player props.
Is he figuring it out? Is he doing like halftime bets or is he doing?
So what? He's discovered this new app called Sleeper.
Oh.
And the thing about Sleeper is, and look, I'll defer to Blake on this because I'm not near as well versed on this as he is. And again, he gives me a hard time because, he'll pour over it for an hour or two, whereas I just look and then boom, hit submit. And that's probably why I'm not very good at it. But they give you, because, everything's AI these days.
Right.
But what really makes Sleeper stand out is that, okay, so they say, all right, it's rebounds. Like, all right, we're going to go with Daniel Gafford, 4.5 rebounds.
And he knows the NBA.
Okay, well, but here's the deal. No, he absolutely does. But what they do is they'll do the last 10 games on that specific prop, and let you know whether they've hit that particular prop. So now you've got the data right in front of you
to make a choice.
Oh, okay. So Daniel Gafford's been over 4.5, 7 out of the last 10 games, and then it's just saying, okay, well, do you think he's going to go over today?
Yeah.
Based off of, historical data.
Yeah.
And it makes it so, it takes the guesswork out of, you've got the data right there to show you this is who they played and this is what his numbers were.
Yeah.
And it's just you deciding, okay, boom, do I think Homeboy's going to hit that over or under? So, no, my man's on a heater,
He's
and,
he is.
I ain't mad at him for that.
Cowboys on a heater, too.
Cowboys are on a heater, too, right now, okay? They've won 3 straight. You've got a Detroit Lions team on Thursday. Are you surprised that they announced the Frank Ragnow unretiring without having done the physical first, and then we find out my man's got a complete tear of his hamstring?
I think that got out early. I think that, Frank Ragnow is one of those guys, and boy, I was wrong about him. I don't know if I was more wrong about him or Travis Frederick.
Okay.
When it came to first round centers, you're thinking like, well, okay, Frank Ragnow, tough guy, strong guy. Damn, Brian, Frank Ragnow looks like he could play on the second level. Whoa, look at him grab that 3 technique there. Whoa, wait, what's he doing there? Him and Travis Frederick, I think I felt like I was the most wrong about those two as far as centers. The Lions have seen Frank Ragnow play hurt a lot.
Okay.
And so they probably felt like, well, maybe it's something he could fight through and that kind of thing.
Because he said that he told them in the early discussions that, I've got a hamstring issue.
Yeah.
But how long does something like that linger? I mean, he retired in June.
It depending on, is he trying to get it, what's his rehab like? Is he really trying? Is he really trying to do that, or is he just interested going out in the front yard and having fun with the kids? I mean,
which you wouldn't knock him for.
Frank Ragnow's played with like busted bones, bad shoulder, bad knee.
Was he a 7-year vet or something like that?
Yeah, he's played. Very much very similar career as Travis as far as just a badass kind of a player when you watch him overall.
All right, so you've got a Detroit team. Again, no Frank Ragnow.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like Amon-Ra St. Brown. I feel like he might be a game-time decision.
Yeah.
Like I said, obviously we'll find out more as the week goes on.
I don't believe he's going to play. They're going to say game time because that keeps you guessing.
Absolutely. But from a Cowboys perspective, hey, you're loving it.
I'm never going to say that I'm not happy when they're your best players.
Sure.
There's people like, oh, you want to play their best. I was like, no, I want to win the game first and foremost. And if your best players are not playing, I'm okay with it. I'm not going to sit here and cheer for injury, much like Mrs. McCaffrey thought I did. I mean, Mrs. McCaffrey felt like that me and Gavin had crossed the line, and then all of a sudden the 49er fans crossed the line with the death threats and stuff towards us.
That is too much.
But, I'm never going to walk away, and I did it when I was in personnel. If your best players are not playing, I'm not going to feel sorry for you.
No, nor
should you.
Because
The war
there's
of attrition.
Because there's games in week 2 and week 3 and week 4 where my best players weren't playing.
Right.
And nobody damn felt sorry for me when we were losing games.
No, they
war
don't.
of attrition.
Yep, absolutely.
So we look at this Dallas Cowboy team. They've got
Amazing,
a chance
isn't it?
to go 3-0 in what many said was going to be the toughest stretch of the season, rightfully so.
Yeah.
What have you been most impressed by over the last 2 weeks after this little run?
The willingness of Matt Eberflus to adjust.
Yeah.
That's and I think the better players have clearly helped him. He's adapted to who's had to play the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Plays 93% zone against the Raiders. Turns around against Philadelphia, comes back to a little bit more of his little zone, but with some man mix stuff there, a little bit more blitzy. This one, he really goes 60-40 zone man.
Good.
Whereas before, you just kind of felt like that he was just felt a little bit locked in.
Hard-headed.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's hard-headed, but I think that it's like he realized that if he played man with the guys he had, that he was going to have more problems.
Huh. Yeah.
And I've been super critical of Matt. At one time, Matt and I were friends, and then I asked him a question, and then he stopped responding to me. So that's cool. And I understand. I mean, listen, I understand. I'm not going to sit there and be mad at him. But I think the thing that's really been super, super impressive too is Dallas will run the ball no matter what.
Yeah.
and that's another thing. It used to be where under the Jason Garrett administration or maybe even Mike McCarthy, Mike always talked about the willingness to run the football. In reality, he really wasn't wanting to run the football.
Right.
And so,
very Andy Reid-like.
I think that this team could go out with their backs in their running game, and no matter who they're playing, can get 118 yards rushing.
Oh, yeah.
And no matter what, especially with this back and now what we've seen with Davis.
Devontae Williams.
I was kind of surprised Malik didn't get any more carries after that 43-yard touchdown run.
Yeah,
or was it just kind of the game plan?
Well, the thing about it is, though, when you're dealing with Kansas City's heavy blitz package stuff, you need Williams.
You need somebody
Williams will get you 87 yards, but he'll also hit 6 blitz pickups that save your quarterback's life. The fourth down play, the 4th and 4 throw, his block was the reason why Dak got the ball to Ferguson.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He was great.
I'm not taking Williams off the field. Now, I don't think we're going to see Phil Maffa or any of those guys because they're down to their last 2 activations. I think Diggs is going to be one of the activations.
Yep. He's got to be, right.
And then now you're going to have one for the rest of the way, and you got to kind of figure that out.
So they've got to re-sign Javonte Williams. How quickly will they get this done?
Well,
they will not let him shop around, will you?
His valuation now is about $10 million. And where are you going to go with that? I mean, I think you're probably going to get a tag from you're probably going to get a tag on Pickens.
Yeah.
That's going to cost you that's $31 million right there off the jump.
Yeah.
So
top 5.
So that's going to be something you have to think about. There's things that they can absolutely do. I think they really, really, really do believe they love the player. Don't get me wrong.
Javonte?
Yeah, they love the player.
They love him.
But look at their scheme. Look at their offensive line. Look at their quarterback.
I mean, it's a plug-and-play type of deal, man.
It could very well be a plug-and-play situation, especially if Davis shows that that Davis is that type of back. If you want to just kind of transition into and then draft. That kid at Notre Dame is incredible to watch. I mean, I don't think he's in the category of what we've seen with Bijan Robinson or even the guy Gente,
right?
But he's got some of those kinds of elements. I don't know if Dallas would use a pick that high on a back like that.
That was going to be my question. Do you think they would use, or defense is going to be the main?
I think what Dallas needs to think about is going into this offseason, and I think because of Jerry Jones's age, I think that they're going to be aggressive. I agree. I don't think they're going to bottom fish. I think they're going to go. What you need to do is find a way to make sure that you set yourself up. You get your signings done. You let go of the players you need to get money to be able to make some of those signings. And then now you go to work and try and grab, whether it's a safety, grab another linebacker. Don't sit there and say, okay, if you don't do anything and sit on your hands, now you're in a situation where we've got to draft defensive players. No, set yourself up where you really legitimately can draft that best player at, probably going to be 17 or 18, and then at Green Bay's pick at 28.
You mentioned defensive players, and again, the way that, and you said this earlier this week, I think it was you, I'm pretty sure it was you, that said because Shotty's had success in the way the team is playing right now, as opposed to only winning 3 games and still having.
That was
it's huge.
Thanks for listening, Chris. I appreciate that because that's absolutely right.
Huge. It sets up for next season.
Shotty did not need this season to be 3-14.
Correct.
No. Or 5-12.
No.
Because everything that he's trying to build. And I saw the same thing happen at Green Bay with Mike Holmgren for 20-some-odd years of losing football in Green Bay. We came there, and all of a sudden we have a 9-7 season. And now everything that Mike was preaching from the preseason to when he took the job through the season, and then it set us up to where we were able to kind of battle the Cowboys for, in playoff games and stuff like that. We won the Super Bowl because of that. But even if Dallas doesn't make the playoffs and say they finish, 9-7-1 or something like that. Yeah.
The buy-in is in now.
This year is successful because Shotty, the expectations weren't. Nobody knew what Shotty was going to be as a head coach.
Right.
But now the expectations are, okay, wow.
This guy can coach.
This guy can coach.
Yeah.
This guy can manage the team. And now you've got a 52-year-old guy that maybe you can grow with. But he needed he needed to be successful because Shoddy, when we saw him, was kind of a rah guy.
Oh, absolutely.
He's very rah, and so you're like ping pong tables.
Because just winning the press conference isn't enough anymore.
Yeah,
We've seen enough of that.
Not. You got to go out there and coach.
Yeah,
you got to go out and coach.
You got to win.
And he needed a winning season. And I say it again, because even if they don't make the playoffs, the buy-in there is going to be there.
Yeah,
that's
you
where
can see it growing. You can see
it's
it
not
growing.
like, oh, it's 5-12, and you're going. He's saying the same damn thing he said when we were 5-12. It's not going to work.
Yeah,
you know that's what you have to do as a coach. You have to have the buy-in, and what's going to happen now is you're going to have a big buy-in because the way the rosters are now turning over about 30% every year.
Well,
just speak that real quick. The roster's turning over.
Yeah,
I meant to ask you this before we get out of here. Donovan Wilson.
Yeah,
he's a free agent.
Yeah,
in 8 years, he's going to be 31 next year. Is he gone?
I think they got to get better safety play.
Yeah,
I really do.
I mean, he'd be great as a backup. I wouldn't mind his depth, but you need a playmaker back there.
I think they've made massive improvement at defensive tackle. The linebacking group has gotten better inside. They need better safeties. Hooker was dealing with
toe back spasms.
Is what happened in the game.
I'll tell you what, he has made a difference back there in a little bit of time he's been back there.
Yeah, I think they need to find a way to, and not every team. You're about to see. You're about to see Detroit's got an excellent safety.
Oh, Brian Branch.
You're about to see a guy like that. Brian Branches and Darren Woodson's are hard to find. But, man, if you find one, it makes so much different for your team.
Boy, it certainly does. All right, that's the Super Bowl winning scout, Brian Broaddus. We've got 2 segments left. CA in the house, Fred, Trevor, lots to get to. Final 2 segments, plus we'll tell you what games we've got coming up right here on 105 through the Fan. Don't go anywhere.
When your friends say, hey, did you hear? You can proudly say, I heard it on the Fan. Keeping you sports informed with some quality laughs along the way. Turn it on and leave it on. 105.3 The Fan, the Odyssey app, iHeartRadio app, and TuneIn app.
Football is heating up while the temperatures in DFW are dropping. Cold snaps and shifting Texas soil can bring out foundation issues fast. Don't fumble who handles your home's foundation repair. Call the Dirt Nerds at PermaPure Foundation Repair. Get a free foundation inspection, 844-919-7276, or go to dirtnerdsdfw.com.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's our last chance to donate for 2025.
Hi, this is Pete Thompson from the Consumer Team. If you're dealing with a furnace breakdown, call the On-Time Experts. 7 days a week, they'll be at your home same day, or the service and diagnostic fee is free. And their technicians are here to fix your furnace and get you warm again, and not just try to sell you a new system you may not need. Set your appointment online right now at theontimeexperts.com. Theontimeexperts.com. The On-Time Experts, the official HVAC partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
The Vining family isn't just building roofs, they're building peace of mind. For quality roofing that lasts, trust your neighbors at Greystone Roofing. Family owned, locally trusted.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon.
Hello?
You won't believe where I am.
Are you running?
Mile 26. I'm going to make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus, 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing. Mom, how do you feel? I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture. And then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with autopay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
We're here at Genesis of Plano, part of the Huffines Auto family, and asking customers what the it means in Huffines has it. Today, we've got Tim Luttrell.
The it for me was even after the purchase of the car, the service and support team continued to follow up with me to make sure that I was happy.
And at Genesis of Plano, we've got a great selection of new 2025 GV70s and GV80 SUVs with low APR financing and low payments with no hidden fees.
Hi, I'm country singer Lori Morgan, and when it comes to remodeling my bathroom, I trust Zentex Remodeling Group. As a family-owned and operated business, Zentex installs bathtub, showers, and accessibility systems all in as little as one day. Save $999 on your new bath or shower system or 0% interest financing, plus a free Kohler toilet with purchase.
Just one call away, they install in a day. Call 855-4Zentex.
This is the exclusive home of Dallas Cowboys football. KRLD-FM and HD1, Dallas-Fort Worth. Let's go, Cowboys.
An Odyssey sports station. Driven by our D&M Leasing Studios. Thanks for turning it on, leaving it on. 105.3 The Fan.
Woo-wee. Final 2 segment. Tell you what, final 2 segment.
Is it you?
Final 2 segment. No, look, there's been much debate about these microphones and what happened here.
These are expensive mics.
I brought it to the attention of the higher-ups. I did not break the microphone. I was just letting it be known because the knock on it was that it had been tightened down too much, right? Over-tightened. Well, I didn't put this together. I didn't install it. I just move it around. That's it.
So it was you.
Just kidding. Look, I'm just telling you what I saw,
Whoever
what
built
the
these
issue
microphones
was,
do
and
not know how talent talks to mics.
the IT folks, the technical crew, Chris and my boy Kelly Robinson identified that it had been over-tightened as the culprit as to what caused the break.
Blame the Titans.
And therefore, Fred Davis had nothing to do
Cam
with
Ward
said
did it.
installation of this. As a result, boom. They got a new one. Because look, here's the deal. New one, not over-tightened. I still do what I do.
Yeah, it works fine.
No issues. So just putting that out there. Again,
New studio.
little floppy. Would like it to be a little
Medford's
more.
going to mark that for you.
Mark it. I stand by it. As I said before, flaccid mics here at in the new station. So for what that's worth, in the new studio rather. Welcome back in. It is a Sunday morning here on 105.3 The Fan. Shout out to our boy Brian Broadus. Like I said, stop by, taking care of some business, and of course, Brian have microphone will travel. Can't help himself. He's too nice of a guy. Jumps in, talks a little foosball with us, talks a little LSU, talks a little Dallas Cowboys, and of course, what roster construction might look like. And this is all fun. This is a fun time to talk about it because right now you got so many balls in the air as far as it pertains to this Dallas Cowboys season. Sure, we can talk a little bit about what this roster construction is going to look like when it's all said and done. We can talk about the current structure of this football team, and we can talk about the fact that this team is still very much alive in the playoff hunt, and that is not being hyperbolic. That is not being a homer. Those are facts.
It's for real.
Chris Arnold.
It's for real.
Those are facts.
Put it like this. Detroit, the team they're playing on Thursday. Detroit, which is a behemoth, they've won 7 games. Your Cowboys have won 6 games.
That's right.
That's how close you are. And by the way, the Philadelphia Eagles have lost 2 straight. They're capable of losing another 2 more. If they lose 2 more games, guess what? Your Dallas Cowboys, if they win out, they win the division, which nobody was talking about a week ago.
No, hell, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, none of that. And like I said, you've got some possibilities there. Real quick, we've had a flurry of head coach decisions this morning in the world of college football. Granted, the one we've all been waiting for, Lane Kiffin, where I'm guessing that'll be the last domino to fall, or will it? LSU is expected to hire Kiffin. That's what sources are saying. ESPN, On3, all kinds of folks are saying that. We just haven't heard the official. We've had people saying it's going to be anywhere between $14-15 million a year. A lot of money going around over there in Baton Rouge. But the Florida Gators, now, and we didn't get a chance to talk about this with Broadus. I know this will be a popular topic tomorrow. We'll touch on it here just briefly. Florida has now gone out, and you went out and hired Billy Napier, right, who had big-time coaching experience from an assistant standpoint on that Alabama staff. It seems like anybody that's going to Alabama staff is going to get a head coaching job in some form or fashion later on. But he was at Troy, I think, again, one of those smaller power, group of 6 schools or whatever. And after Billy Napier kind of fizzled out, and you've had some other, group of 6 fizzles, if you will. So the conversation was like, well, is this going to hurt group of 6 school coaches getting jobs at other, major schools, right? Well, guess what? Eric Morris went and got himself a job at Oklahoma State
from North Texas.
And now Florida goes out and hires Tulane's John Summerall to be its next head football coach. The deal is for an average of roughly $7.5 million per year with significant incentives tied to the college football playoffs. Real quick, Summerall, who's 43 years old, is 42-11 in 4 seasons as a head coach.
Are you saying that when North Texas takes on Tulane, both coaches are gone?
Gone.
And by the way, whoever wins that game, they're going to the college football playoff. More likely,
exactly, going to the college football playoff. So the Florida Gators have hired their new coach. Then Auburn, who seems like they must just be printing money over at Auburn because it feels like they're looking for a new head coach every 2 or 3 years.
Oh, really?
You had Gus Malzahn a few years ago. He bounces. Then you had Hugh Freeze. All right, he couldn't hack it. You probably should have stuck with Cadillac Williams as your head coach because it seemed like he finally got things moving. But powers that be decided otherwise. So Auburn has now hired South Florida's Alex Golish to be its next head coach.
Another Group 6.
Okay, Golish has agreed to a 6-year deal with South Florida. Is South Florida? No, I'm thinking of UCF. UCF is in
That's Big 12.
Is in the Big 12.
But
yes.
South Florida, they were going against Mean Green. That's the only loss North Texas has had. And by the way, what you said an hour ago for Tolos who missed this, Fred said, and you're telling the truth, the Group 6 schools have turned into the college football version of the G League.
That's it.
That's whether it's coaches or players.
For coaches and players.
Yep. They move you up to the Power 4.
That's it, and you can feel however you want about it, but unfortunately that's the world of college football and really college basketball too. Right? Because the one thing we used to love about mid-majors is you'd have guys that were 23, 24, 25 years old, would have some great story. I think back to the kid from a couple years ago. It was the kid from Oakland or whatever I think it was, or Western Michigan, something like that. Kid was like 24, had been door dashing, Ubering, and they've all got these great stories, and then they go off for a game or two in the tournament and, become a darling after that. But this is the reality of the world we live in right now. And then I want to say real quick, Arkansas. So Arkansas has hired Memphis's Ryan Silverfield to be their next head coach. So
Group 6, I'm telling you.
Stop me if you've heard this before. Stop me if you've heard this before. That's the situation going on right now.
So the question is, who's going to be the new head coach in North Texas? What Broadus was saying, a rumor that Riley Dodge?
So
South
somebody texted in. So there was a text that came into the show earlier this morning that had Riley Dodge, the South Lake Carroll head football coach, who's been there and has obviously run a dominant program there, much like his father.
His dad went to North Texas from South Lake. Yep.
So they're saying that there's a rumor that he could be in line for this North Texas job. But I read the same thing that Broadus read, where that Jason Garrett is a name that's been floated around. Now, the question is, and Broadus brought this point up, and I agree, nobody questions Jason Garrett's football acumen, right? Like, we know he can go in, not miss a beat, great, all that. I just wonder, does he have the stamina and energy to get into the NIL and portal side of things? Because
he's only in his 50s.
He only is, but look, he's been doing TV, though. right? I mean,
and pros, which is not dealing with college parents, and
you ain't got to worry about all that.
those things,
You've got, and oh, by the way, I mean, yes, you're a voice in the room when it comes to that. But if Dak Prescott wants to bounce, hey, that's not your issue. That's
correct.
Will and Steven and Jerry take care of all that, right?
Real quick, for Mean Green fans who are concerned because you lost Eric Morris to Oklahoma State and who we're going to get, the good part about Eric Morris, he's made North Texas a destination.
No, he really has.
This miracle Cinderella season, enjoy this as long as it lasts. I hope it goes as far as it can go. I want him to go to the college football playoff so bad, and I didn't even go to school there. I want because
great for the area.
I love Cinderella stories, and this is the ultimate. Well, guess what? Even if he's gone, you have made it a destination, and as Broadus put it, the AD over there knows how to hire coaches.
No, he definitely does. And again, it's a nice, talent-rich area. We all know about the Denton area in North Texas, so you definitely you would love to see that as far as what North Texas is going to do next. But I'm with you though, Chris. I think they're going to get they're going to get somebody. It's not going to be some out of nowhere guy. All right, coming up next, final segment of the program. We have been teasing these NFL games. I promise you, we will pay those teas off. Final segment, and then we've got a slate of NFL football that you do not want to miss. Chris, Fred, Trevor, this is 105 through the Fan.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS? Whether it's due to job loss, a divorce, a new business venture, or you just didn't file your taxes, don't lose hope. Powerful relief programs are now available that can help you and may reduce or even eliminate what you owe the IRS. With the cost of living affecting millions across the country, Tax Relief Advocates is urgently notifying anyone with $5, $50, or even $500,000 in back taxes to the IRS to call to get relief options. With over 1,000 5-star Google reviews and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, TRA is America's trusted choice for real tax relief. Relief options are now available that can give you a fresh start and peace of mind. End your tax nightmare today by calling our tax relief hotline. Dial 800-390-8432. 800-390-8432. That's 800-390-8432. Or visit TRA.com. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Yardbird Southern Table and Bar. Dive into succulent, mouthwatering Southern comfort fried chicken like no other. Creamy lobster mac and cheese, juicy ribs like Mom used to make, and top it off with a warm cinnamon roll. Plates to feed the entire table or for your own personal escape. And dive into one of the best and unique bourbon selections and handcrafted scratch cocktails to wash it all down. Got your attention yet? Yardbird Southern Table and Bar. Located across from Clyde Warren Park at 2121 North Pearl Street in Dallas. RunChickenRun.com. For all the planned. Okay, it's on my calendar. See you then. And the unplanned. For your healthiest days.
Nice catch.
And the days when you need us most.
Oh, let's get you back in bed.
It's time to enroll in or switch healthcare coverage. And Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas is here to support you throughout all of life's ups and downs with member benefits like preventive care, plus access to leading doctors, hospitals, and specialists, all within a reliable network that gives you confidence for every part of your wellness journey. So no matter where life takes you, go with a trusted plan that'll help take care of what matters. Open enrollment ends soon. Visit needcoveragetx.com or call 800-435-1900 to sign up for health coverage today.
Are you tired of online threats? Then get an antivirus. It's the only online protection you will ever need.
Disclaimer, an antivirus is just half protection online. It will not protect you from snoopers or encrypt your online traffic. So this Black Friday, get better online protection with NordVPN. NordVPN will encrypt your traffic, protect you from malware and phishing, and stop annoying ads. Get the NordVPN Black Friday deal with 73% off and enjoy 3 extra months.
Makita knows that pros never settle, and neither do we. With Makita, you get tools that perform at the highest level on every job without compromise. Makita is for the most detailed pros, expertly engineered to deliver precision, job after job. When your work calls for the best, call on Makita. Makita, built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
You've got a big day.
So you use Unstoppable scent boosters to give your laundry nonstop freshness. So no matter how long the day goes, you
can't stop this power, this walk, this pose, this strut, this look, this talk.
Your clothes will be so fresh you can confidently strut into that end of the day meeting like a
bosses. Let's talk business in my office.
Add new Unstoppables beads to your wash for 24-hour nonstop freshness so you can smell unstoppable.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Or are they promising you up to 10% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you have a plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Call Trajan today, 469-579-3500. That's 469-579-3500.
Annuities, not advisory products. DBA Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions. Additional disclosures at trajanwealth.com.
This segment on 105.3 The Fan is brought to you by the Frankels. If you've been injured in a car or truck wreck, call Frankel first. 214-817-333-3333. With Frankel & Frankel, there's never an out-of-pocket cost, and they only get paid when you win. Frankel & Frankel, the go-to car truck wreck attorneys in Dallas.
Appreciate that, Trevor the Creator. This is 105.3 The Fan on a Sunday morning. Don't forget, after we wrap things up here with myself and Mr. Chris Arnold, the three-time Hall of Famer, you've got the Rams at Carolina right after us, and then the afternoon game that'll be here on 105.3 The Fan, Raiders at the Chargers. And hey, I picked the Raiders to cover the spread. Maybe I'm dumb for that. I could be, but stranger things have happened. I mean, look, I've got Blake on my heels. We do picks each and every week. I was at one point just beating the brakes off of this kid, and he's been on a heater here as of late. Now we were both 3-1 from Thursday and Friday's game. The only game that we lost was the Green Bay Detroit. We both picked Detroit to cover that spread. That clearly did not happen. Is how Green Bay won the game outright. So one of the games that he and I are actually, I want to say both these games, Blake and I guess. I have the Carolina. He's got the Rams. I've got the Raiders. He's got the Chargers. So something we'll give. Now, the loser win the picks. So we were trying to figure out, okay, what's going to be the payoff for whoever loses on the picks when the year's over. Loser has to go do a 3-minute open mic bit at a local comedy club.
Down at the Improv or somewhere.
Well, you got Dallas Comedy Club. You got Mike Drop over in Plano. There's all kinds of places. One thing that you cannot say enough about here in the DFW, no shortage of good comedy places here in the DFW. That's right. Addison, Plano, Dallas, Deep Ellum, you name it. There's a comedy place. Arlington, all kinds of comedy places. So we haven't decided where we'll do it, or obviously we don't know who's going to do it, but we did say, we threw this out the other day. We have at least 12 fatties that have already agreed to show up. So we shall see, and we'll make a deal out of it. And of course, if you want to come and heckle myself and or Blake, depending upon who's going to be up there, you are more than welcome to do so. It's a Sunday. We've got no Cowboys on this afternoon. What is Chris Arnold going to do with his Sunday afternoon?
Let the Sunday come to me. Still got some family still hanging around. They're going to take off. Remember this. There are people who are Tolos who are driving away from wherever they are.
Yeah.
And they're going to be listening. Let's do some great games this afternoon. Me personally, I'm just going to relax. And I don't know if I'm going to watch a bunch of NFL games because that's halfway like work. Sometimes I'll just watch the highlights if the Cowboys aren't over. But I will just kind of relax and let the game, because I was in Oklahoma yesterday. Spent a lot of time.
So you need to catch up a little bit.
I got to catch my breath.
Nah, you really do.
The Mavericks
I hear that.
14 games at home in the month of November, which was rare. They've been on this West Coast road trip these last 2 nights. And by the way, shout out to Cooper Flack. 35 points last night.
Youngest ever to do what he did last night.
Yeah, and they beat the Clippers. And Klay Thompson, it went from the new to the old. Klay Thompson had a flashback, 23 points, 6
he did.
threes.
6 of 10 from downtown.
Yeah, and this is without Anthony Davis playing in that game because the doctors won't let him do the back-to-back. He did a really nice job in the L.A. game. But I'm going to tell you something. That Cooper Flack, all he does is stack it up.
Especially after Friday night's game, because one of the comments, and Blake and I talked about this yesterday, whether it was Candace Parker talking about it or whether it was D. Wade talking about it, they said, look, we love his all-around game, and there's no question this kid's a star in this league, or a burgeoning star in this league, but need to be a little more aggressive.
More aggressive.
Okay,
well, he had to. He took 22 shots last night, and the most he ever shot was 19 when he scored 29 points.
Cooper was in his bag last night.
I think he's so busy trying to orchestrate, or at least seeing how the other veterans need their shot and where they need to be. He's that smart. Yeah. He was deferring too much, as they mentioned.
No, he was deferring. Now, he did have a career-high 11 assists on Friday.
Yes, he did. So which is also a rookie record.
I mean,
for somebody his age.
And somebody texted this into the show yesterday. We were talking about, Cooper's performance Friday night. But again, 13, 11, and 7. 13 rebounds, 13 points, 11 assists, 7 rebounds.
Yeah.
All right.
And
a losing effort, damn near a triple-double.
They almost won it, too, by the way.
And you're talking about, by the way, you did that against the Los Angeles Lakers, who right now are the number 2 team in the West.
That's right.
Okay, so there's no shame in that. And then you went out and put a 35 spot on Kawhi and James Harden.
Exactly. Quick note, because the Mavericks are not in that NBA Cup anymore because they're eliminated.
Right.
The Lakers are advanced. A couple other teams advanced. They will add a game against the Brooklyn Nets.
I saw that.
And that's at home on a Friday the 12th, I think. December the 12th, I believe. And then the following Monday, they'll play at Utah because they had to add those 2 games because they're not going to Vegas for that tournament.
Let's see. I did see that as well. Here we go. Schedule update. You're exactly right. So on Friday the 12th, you've got Brooklyn will be coming to town. That's a 7:30 tip-off. And then on Monday the 15th, happy birthday to my sister, Dallas will be at Utah, and that is a 8 o'clock.
Didn't Brada say the 12th is his birthday?
12th is his birthday, so
Happy
so
birthday.
On Friday, so we got a couple birthdays
Friday,
going
on. What you drinking? What you thinking?
Absolutely, as
Brian
we celebrate
Broaddus.
62 years of Brian Broaddus, and there's a lot to celebrate there. And then, of course, my sister, who I won't give her age, 43, will be celebrating on the 15th. So shout out to all the December birthdays out there.
Yeah.
By the way, December 4th for anybody. So my aunt, her birthday's tomorrow, and then of course December 4th. Jay-Z and Ted Johnson celebrate a birthday. Now, I don't think they're both the same age, but there you have it. Jay-Z and Ted Johnson, my former co-host, celebrating a birthday on the 4th. So, real quick, we do have some football games to get to.
Yes.
Let's see. Early slate, we'll just run these through real quick. You got the 49ers and the Browns. I like the 49ers in this matchup. You got the Jaguars and the Titans.
By the way, if the Browns win, it won't be Shador winning it for them. It'll be Myles Garrett getting the sacks.
Boy, I tell you what. Kevin Stefanski, can we at least just give the I kind of at first I was kind of of the belief like, all right, yeah, you got to give Myles his props, but at the same time, like, considering what Shador's been through, and we, again, that's a whole other conversation for another time. No, you hadn't had anybody win a game in their debut in 30 years.
Right.
Like, he's a rookie. Just not just a rookie, just period.
First game for a Brown.
You know what I'm saying? For a Brown starter, hadn't won a game in
First
a debut in 30 years. Shador goes out and does it, and just let the kid give the kid a little love. But the Browns are that's a whole other conversation right there.
Oh, someone.
It's just a weird dynamic over there. Jaguars and Titans. I expect the Jaguars to win, but I do expect the Titans to cover. What might be the game of the early slate, Texans and Colts. You got a Texans team that's won 3 straight. You got a Colts team that Daniel Jones.
They're for real.
Who?
Colts.
I'll tell you right now, I think the Colts are going to start coming back down to earth. I really, really do. I mean, look, Daniel Jones is Daniel Jones for a reason, and we saw that last week against the Chiefs. And so I think.
Or is he Baker Mayfield with a new location?
No, because let me tell you something. Baker's a dog. Baker's a dog. And then look, Daniel Jones is a good quarterback, but the problem with Daniel Jones is, and you saw this last week against the Chiefs, is the Chiefs said, you know what? We're going to put all our efforts to stopping Jonathan Taylor, which they did, and make Daniel Jones beat us. And guess what? He couldn't do it.
So you're saying he's not Baker Mayfield, it must be Sam Darnold.
I don't think that's far off. But even Sam Darnold's found a way to win games, though. Now, can he win the big game? That's the million-dollar question.
Well, that's where I was going saying that, because we don't know what Daniel Jones, because the Chiefs, that was a big game for the Colts.
It absolutely
and
was.
He did a Sam Darnold with the Vikings.
Yeah, he sure did.
That's what I was going
did.
at. And so you're right about
I'm
Baker
with you
being
on
a
that.
dog.
No, Baker's a different dude. Saints at Dolphins. Does anybody care? I do like the Dolphins to cover that spread. Another game, does anybody care? Falcons and Jets. Not really. Cards
Watch
and
the
Bucks.
Jets win that game.
You know, Atlanta's a 2.5 point dog, or excuse me, 2.5 point favorite. We both picked the Falcons to win that game. Would I be at all surprised if the Jets won it? No, I would not.
Exactly. By the way, only Bijan can save them.
No, that's it. That's it. Although I will say this though, Kirk Cousins did look better last week.
Okay.
He did look better, right? And again,
let's see.
We'll see. Cards at Bucks, Rams and Panthers, we already talked about. Vikings at Seahawks. I expect the Seahawks to put BTA to the Vikings. In fact, they've got a rookie quarterback, Max Brosmer, that's going to be starting today. And maybe the better game in the afternoon slate is going to be the Bills and the Steelers. That'll be an interesting matchup right there. Raiders and Chargers, as we talked about. And then, of course, the Sunday night game, which will be the Broncos at the Commanders. And then Monday night, you'll have the Giants and the Patriots. All right, we're up out of here. Good stuff as always from the one, the only, Mr. Trevor, the creator. Great stuff from him. Enjoy the rest of your day, my man. And then, of course, for the three-time Hall of Famer, Chris Arnold, have yourself a wonderful rest of your weekend. Tolos Fatties, good afternoon. God bless. Go Cowboys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Currently, we're farming about 800 acres, and every year we're looking at what we can do to improve our farm, plant fertility, higher yields. That all starts with ag research.
Every year, America's research universities drive over $3.4 billion in agricultural science that supports U.S. farmers.
I want to keep this family farm in our family.
Help protect American farmers. Visit research4.us. Paid for by Research for a Stronger America.
Host a show-stopping feast with Whole Foods Market. Prime members get 365 brand frozen whole turkeys for $1.49 per pound through December 2nd. As always, there are no antibiotics ever. While supplies last, shop in-store or online. Terms apply.
It's time for Black Friday. Classic Chevrolet in Grapevine, the #1 Chevy dealer in the world. To win for the third year in a row, we're rolling out our biggest Black Friday savings on our huge selection of new Chevys. We're paying top dollar for your current vehicle. It's time. Shop our biggest Black Friday savings before the best new models are sold. This is Texas. This is classic. Visit ClassicChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive. Based on new Chevrolet registrations 2023 and 2024.
What are the most common calls you guys get for someone who's like, oh, I wonder if I should call the Frankels for this?
The bottom line is if you're in a car wreck and it's not your fault, you may not need us, but the call and the consultation are free. So what can it hurt? I was in a car wreck. I went to the emergency room. I don't have health insurance. Now I've got a $20,000 bill. What do? I missed a week of work. I got hit by an uninsured driver. How do I deal with that? Make us your first call.
214 or 817-333-3333. Franklin Frankel, Principal Office, Dallas, Texas.
A paint job cannot be financed, but Rhino Shield can. It's Gary with Rhino Shield of DFW. With our ceramic coating and 25-year transferable warranty, you'll never worry about cracking.